Welcome once again, everybody, to another session of Dynamite D20, continuing our Lancer campaign. Lancer, of course, a tabletop RPG by Massive Press about mechs and the pilots who ride in them. Definitely a departure from Dungeons & Dragons. Dynamite D20 is an equal opportunity tabletop RPG employer. Even though I've only played 3 in my life, I think I played D&D, Cyberpunk, and Lancer. I think I like Lancer the best. So there's that. We're going to jump right in. We've been playing this one for quite a while. This is, I guess, technically Season 2. We're on Mission 9 of this Lancer campaign. There's no limit to missions you can do, but technically, you would be maximum level after Mission 13, so there's that. We're going to jump in. I'm, of course, Steve, the game master, throwing down the storyline, throwing the situations, the puzzles, the NPCs. This is a completely self-written campaign. I'm not running a module or anything, which is pretty fun so far. Most of it, I say written with quotation marks because a lot of it's generated on the fly by the player interactions and the story beats that we come up with on the fly. So it's a good time. We've got a cast of all-star players we're going to introduce right now, starting at the top of my list. Panda, say hi.
Hi, I'm Panda. I'm going to be playing... One moment, please. Oh, a very, very sick, janky leaks. And, we're here to have a good time.
No problem. That's the beauty of the internet. You don't have to worry about infecting all your co-players by sitting around a table breathing at them. You can be as sick as you want and still play TTRPGs. It's great. That's Panda playing Janky Leaks Mechanic Extraordinaire. Next down my list, Xeroxia. What's up?
Hey, I am Xeroxia. I will be playing Juno Pascal. I will be piloting nothing because I have no mech. But I kind of do. I just don't. Not really.
Xeroxia. Playing Juno Pascal, hacker extraordinaire. Definitely not sick, and definitely has a fully working PC, guaranteed 100%, not going to crash or blue screen of death. Last but absolutely not least, the one, the only, Kaz. What's up, Kaz?
Hello. Welcome to the void.
That's Kaz playing Cam Keeney, the Starship pilot extraordinaire. It's been a little bit since the last session. Let's see if I can remember what the heck happened.
I don't.
I remember part of it.
Last time on the Lancer game. So, Mission 9 as a whole, we've had 2 parts of Mission 9 so far, and this is part 3. And we're definitely not going to finish the entire mission tonight. But Mission 9 started at the end of Mission 8, when they had successfully completed the mission on Burning Dis, the prison planet. They realized they got hoodwinked by Matt Banner, who has apparently decorporealized his consciousness and put it into an NHP architecture, hijacked their ship, left him stranded on Burning Dis. They managed to get off planet and made it to the Goshen space station, after a lot of shenanigans in the prison. They made it to Goshen, and they're like, okay, we gotta figure out what to do. We gotta figure out the trail of Matt Banner. We gotta figure out and regroup. We gotta get mechs. We gotta get our bearings back. And so, what did they do? They pretty much went to the casino, basically. Cam Keeney was in a spiral of self-deprecation after the realization that Matt Banner was behind the strings. Janky Leaks was entranced by the idea of the control room of Goshen Station, so they went on a tour and spent some of their limited money to go on a tour. Juno, the responsible one at the time, was looking for a foothold on Goshen and started up a recruitment center for their Iron-Blooded Orphanage mercenary company. So they all did that. The key moments were when Janky Leaks A noticed a lady looking at him, and he accosted her, and it turned out that this lady was Sister Eliza, who was the one that was trying to capture their prisoner on Burning Dis, and Janky Leech realized, oh shoot, that was you? Crud. Well, you put up a good fight. So he extended the hand of friendship to the adversary and managed to win her confidence that way. And she said, okay, cool. Meet me here later with your group. She's like, cool, we'll meet you here later with the group. They met later with the group, but not after the other group did some investigating and shenanigans. Cam Keeney eventually pulled himself up out of the shame spiral and got a couple of leads.
Thanks to a homeless man.
He went to a bar and noticed a IPS North Star representative. He followed that guy to an arcade and noticed that he was kind of a creepy creeper on one of the DDR performers. But Cam once again extended the hand of friendship and was like, hey, let me buy you a drink, buddy. I don't know if it was real friendship or it was just information gathering friendship. But
no, it was not real friendship.
he got that guy good and drunk, and the guy was like, I got a business meeting to go to in the morning in hangar 3 or 5 or whatever the heck number it was. And there's going to be so many of the representatives there, etc., etc. And Cam's like, oh, shoot, we should go check that out. So everybody reconvened at this meeting place that Sister Eliza had told them about, which was apparently this nice SSC mansion pod thing, living luxury habitat pod. She told them that she and Brother Thomas had stowed away on the transport ship that brought them here, and when they got here, Brother Thomas somehow ran afoul of a group calling themselves Red Leviathan, her old nemesis from the pirate days. And Brother Thomas had been captured by Red Leviathan, and Sister Eliza asked you to go get him back. Infiltrate, assault, break down the door, whatever you gotta do to rescue Brother Thomas and bring him back. She didn't have very many leads, but she knows that Red Leviathan is trying... Actually, wait. I think I wrote this down. What did I write down? She wrote down... Oh, yeah. Always
read your notes.
She doesn't have any information, but as part of your shenanigans...
Yeah, I went to go get drugs from them.
Before all this, part of your shenanigans was to go to the S-Mart, because you heard that some dealers were there, and at the S-Mart, you ran into a bunch of Red Leviathan thugs who were just, chumping around the S-Mart, eating their cylindrical-shaped meat byproducts, and... Okay. They were giving you a hard time, hassling you, pushing you around. And then somebody pulled out a gun. And when you pull out a gun in a space station, security measures are taken. And you had
I just said, let's run the ones. And then
the alarm went off. The alert was happening. And the Red Leviathan guys were like, what are you doing? We were just having a fun time. We got to get out of here. But the place was locked down. But Juno managed to hack it open while you guys kicked down a door. You managed to actually make a number of exits for yourself. But you exited. And the Red Leviathan guys were like, crap, this way. Come on. You know, the camaraderie that is born of escaping... felony situations together. And they ran and they took you. They weren't too smart, so they took you directly to their safe house. And there was a bouncer at the safe house who did not like the fact that they brought you there. So he was like, you didn't see nothing. And he slipped you $100.
He was cool, though.
And you went on your merry way.
I also managed to get a small container of something that just has a piece of tape labeled over it, and it says petroleum jelly.
Quote unquote petroleum jelly. So that happened. Yeah. So after that happened, then you met up with Sister Eliza, and she told you all the blah, 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 blah. In the morning, you decided to investigate that business deal that was going down in the hangar that the IPS North Star rep told you about. You went to the hangar and you discovered that there were 2 other representatives, one for Harrison Armory, one for Smith Germano Corp, and they were having some sort of product demonstration, but they were waiting on the IPS North Star rep who never showed up, and they're like, well, crap, he never showed up. But they took a look at your records. They noticed you were there. Somebody said, we're Lancers, and they took a look at your records, and they're like, oh, you've been patronizing our licenses. Thank you so much." And they looked up Juno's file and saw that she was a SSC aficionado. They looked up Cam's file and saw that he had several licenses on Harrison Armory. And like, oh, Lancers piloting our products would make for invaluable data and be able to showcase our customers what our mechs can really do. Would you care to engage in a VR simulation? And they said, yeah, sure, we'll engage in a VR simulation. So they had their choice of 2 mechs each, and they each chose one of the demo mechs from their respective corporation. And they went into a VR simulation where they were said, just duke it out and have fun with it. We'll see what happens. As they went into the VR simulation, our Janky Leaks, our observer, who was totally prepared to just sit on the sidelines and watch, got a strange email. And that email had undertones of Horus in it. And it indicated that something was being hacked in the VR simulation. And it was a virus that appeared, and a bunch of hostile mech virus programs came into the VR simulation and started messing stuff up. And the email that seemed like it was from Horus dialed Janky Leaks into the VR simulation with a little goblin mech that was running around doing a bunch of hurling into the duat, which was fun times. So they were trapped in the you never really checked if you were trapped or not. Nobody ever just tried to say, I just take off my headset. So maybe you were trapped in there, maybe you weren't. But you fought off the virus and managed to shut it down before it could do any damage. And since you shut off the virus, the representatives were very grateful, and they said, oh shoot, thank you so much. You saved our products, you saved our reputation, we're going to help you out. And so they offered to give you a single-use license print of some of the equipment that you had used in the VR simulation. And 2, they agreed to sponsor a mech printing for each of you 2. Harrison Armory would print a HA mech for Cam. SSC would print an SSC mech for Juno. And after the simulation, Janky Leaks received another strange email saying that Horus would sponsor a Horus mech for Janky Leaks. So you have that in your back pocket. You can see where the wind takes you on this space station before you commit to a mech that you want to print out. But it seems like most of you kind of had a build in mind. But that's where you are now. You just completed the VR simulation. So you have some resources. You definitely have some resources available to you. And the current lead that it seems like you were investigating was the rescue of Brother Thomas. That seems to be your main lead, but once again, it's a big space station and it's a free-form RPG, so you have the controls now. You step outside of the shuttle bay where the product demonstration was taking place, and you look at each other and you're like, wow, that was a hell of a thing. What do you want to do next?
God. Hey, we've been running around a lot in this place.
Yeah.
I think I'm. Cam, do you know what the term concrud means?
Yeah.
I think I'm picking up something. I don't know, man. Something feels weird. Something feels off.
We've been ripping and running a lot, and we haven't really.
I haven't seen my
settled
doctor in
in.
years. If it can't kill me, it just makes me stronger, right?
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's made you weak as a kitten. Watch this.
So we have these free prints. I guess.
Did these people also say that they would like print out a full mech for us, or?
Yeah, that's the
We
whole
have to
deal.
find-
Because,
okay.
like, remember,
Yeah.
you went to the mech printing. You went to one of the printing places that could have the ability to print mechs, and they're like, "Oh shoot, this is a space station. It's non-militarized, so you gotta be somebody to actually get a mech printed. You gotta have special clearance, or you gotta be the president of space, which doesn't actually exist, or you gotta be a corporation that has the abilities."
Juno and Cam have, like, probably like a letter on like official like letterhead with like a stamp and a signature. Meanwhile, I'm here opening up my Gmail account like, look, this alien entity has sent me an email so you can print this out for me.
Horace is
I mean, I'm
like
down to.
Horace has their ways. They Horace is like, anonymous. So they'll
Mhm.
they'll craft something together that is able to be passed easily. You won't get any side looks. I mean, you'll get side looks because it's like crazy Horace customization, but it'll be like, okay, your money's good here, so no questions asked.
I mean, what was our checklist? We had a checklist, right?
The main checklist
next-
overall is to regroup and figure out your next step in pursuing Matt Banner. The second item on the checklist is that Sister Eliza is not telling you everything. You know that, but she has requested your help in rescuing Brother Thomas. And you know Red Leviathan is a pirate organization which has wronged you in the past. So any hit against them would probably be a good thing for you. And then finding some sort of transport was part of your checklist because you don't have a ride off of this rock yet.
Little little 2-for-1. Figure out how to get Red Leviathan off of this space station, which would give us the opportunity to rescue Brother Thomas, which would then allow us to have a bargaining chip to extract information from Sister Eliza as to why they were on Burning Disc, which may put us on a path closer to Matt Banner, possibly.
I mean, it seems like our goals are aligned, hers and I's. So
She made a bunch of cryptic inquiries about your relationship with Ship 4.
yeah, but like judging based off of I guess the tone she used when I told them Matt Banner had decoupled themselves, like it seems heinous to them. So I mean, an enemy of an enemy is my friend. You know what I'm saying?
I guess.
Look, we could go beat up those Leviathan kids and then figure out what to do next.
Oh yeah, no. That's still in the cards. I just my trust level for this person is, below the sheets.
Yeah.
Or below the
You're
depth.
always the cautious, bigger picture. I'm like, yeah, we'll get to it when we get there.
I was hesitant at first, definitely. I mean, like I've said before, she threw me in lava, but I've warmed up to it. I'm just
But
gonna keep her at arm's length.
warmed up to it. We got jokes. Because
You
lava
just
is
gotta,
hot.
like ride the wave, see what happens. I'm just fucking we're going down this lazy river together.
So what's the plan? What are you doing specifically?
I would like to figure out Red Leviathan's. I feel like it would take too long to figure out, their entire network on the station, but some of their footholds.
You know absolutely
Oh.
one foothold that you've been
Oh,
to.
yeah. Oh yeah.
You know
Like-
exactly where that weird industrial complex was, where the hooligans took you in their panic.
So
Trouble is getting back in.
I think building on that block, I'm trying to figure out, is this just an offset of low level dealers for Red Leviathan that, maybe they get a drop here and there, sell that off, move some money up the chain type beat? Or are these ingredients in the bigger soup kind of people?
So you're basically trying to figure out. You're basically trying to get more intel on Red Leviathan as a whole on this station, correct?
Yeah. The group that is on this station. I wanna kind of. Are they just low-level street thugs, or are they made men?
Yeah. All right, so Cam wants to investigate the depth of Red Leviathan's involvement on the space station. What about the rest of you? Janky Leaks. Y'all can obviously have your own agenda, or you can just say, yeah, I want to go along with that, and you can work together, or you can have your own ideas, or you can go on a side quest of all your own, who knows. This game is much more friendly to splitting the party, I've noticed in the narrative moments anyway.
I think I'm good with like helping out Cam. Yeah.
All right, you're good with helping out Cam. Juno Pascal, how about you?
I'm good with helping out in any capacity but hacking, because I remember if I hack anything, I will be caught.
Because the last time you hacked, you tripped some sort of sensor proximity something or other, and yeah, somebody's got to trace back on you. So if you hack anything on this station, then they're gonna know who you are, where you are.
I remember things.
Good, because I didn't. I totally did not remember that.
I could have gotten away with it.
You could have, but that's called gamer's integrity. Anywho, so you're all going to make a group skill check to try and figure out what Red Leviathan is up to. So it's a group skill check. So let's see. You're basically gathering information. So what kind of skills can we use to gather information? Cam. So word on the street is an obvious one. I would say
less.
word on the street is an obvious one. Investigate is an obvious one. If you can spin a yarn about how you'll use a different skill applicably, then I'd be willing to consider it. I think word on the street, investigate are the two big ones. Possibly read a situation if you get if you're in the right place at the right time, maybe read a situation.
Yeah, I've just got an unskilled check. Or I guess a basic D20.
Yeah, just D20. So yeah, choose your skill. If 2 out of 3 of you succeed, then you will gain information on Red Leviathan's involvement here on Goshen. If you fail, then Red Leviathan's going to get tipped off about you, and they're going to investigate, why are these guys investigating us, which could very well lead them to realize who you actually are.
Which one of us almost spilled the beans to them anyway?
So go ahead and pick your check and roll it.
Here we go. Yeah.
19 and 12, that's all we need. Cam. Oh, it's Roxy had an 8. So yeah, 8, 19, and 12. Yep, so Cam, Keeney, and Janky Leaks kept their ears to the ground, getting word on the street. Janky Leaks has obviously got the recreational drug user scene well in hand, hanging out with the Novas of this station. Because that was how you figured out who the dealers were, and we're hanging out at S-Mart for this new hit drug, Nebulon. Do you show any of these guys your petroleum jelly?
You know what? Sure. Yeah, I'll so I won't show them that I have it, but I do want to be like, I want to describe what's inside of it and ask like, oh, has anyone heard of it? What are the effects and stuff?
So you tell them that you have this substance, and you want to see if anybody identifies it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Does this guy D12 higher is better? Oh man,
Oh.
this guy that you're talking to offers you 500 lawns for it.
Oh no. Okay. Since it's such a tempting offer, I need him to give me the skinny on like what it does, like how it affects me.
He is a shrewd businessman. He does
Oh.
not. He's not going to reveal what. He just makes the offer, and he's like, "You don't
What
need
if
it."
I-
He just says,
what
"You
if-
don't need it." He says, "You don't need it. You don't need it."
Okay, hell no. That absolutely not. I would have even accepted. I wouldn't even have raised the price if you would have given me more information. But because he's that tight-lipped about it, I'll be like, cool. I got to keep an eye on my back now because I think you're gonna stab me.
Oh man.
500 lawns? God. You know what we can do with 500 lawns?
Gamble.
Anywho, so you have learned that the substance in that quote petroleum jelly is highly desirable in certain segments of the Nova community. And so there's that. And Cam, while you're negotiating a bargaining chip for 500 or no, Cam is reading the undertones and like asking, "Oh, you see those guys over there? What's up with them?" Blah blah blah. And Cam gets the word on the street that, "Oh yeah, those Nova guys, they deal with those dealers." A couple of people who have also been to the S Mart and have been hassled by those thugs have also noticed that they're pretty stupid and moronic and like to blab and strut their stuff and flap their gums. So a couple of people have heard, oh yeah, they call themselves Red Leviathan, and apparently they're super excited because they're new recruits. And the word on the street is that Red Leviathan is trying to rebuild its organization, which might be why they're recruiting so many stupid kids just to fill out their ranks. But they are definitely dealers of this new drug on the street called Nebulon. And so that could be their attempt to make money to rebuild their organization. That's what the word on the street is.
Okay. They're in a rebuild phase.
So that's what you learn. Janky Leaks doesn't know. You don't know if the substance in your petroleum jelly is Nebulon or something unknown. You just know that somebody knows what it is and somebody wants it.
I got those WMDs.
So yeah, that's the information you learn from word on the street.
Okay.
I gotta go up to him and I'm like, these people told me nothing except they really want my petroleum jelly for some reason. Like this guy was offering 500 lawns for it. I told him no, obviously, because like, can you imagine like 500 lawns for this? Like you have like I gotta take it and it's gotta give me some sort of like immense power. I've got to ascend with this.
If it's worth that much or more, and they just gave it to us, these kids really are stupid.
Well,
That was a hush hush deal.
yeah, and I kind of like played it up at the end because I was looking for some drugs and like they kind of knew we were already like rat shit.
No, well, I've heard nothing good except they're in a rebuild phase and they're pretty much on the outs that they're willing to kind of take anyone, which could be an in.
We
to
could
say that.
we could join them.
Yeah. And just destroy
Infiltrate
them
their
from the
ranks.
inside. Yeah, let's try it.
I like this idea.
Interesting concept. So give me an outline of your plan. How do you propose to infiltrate their ranks?
I wanna find the S-Mart crew, since we're somewhat familiar with them, and play up that we've heard great things about them on the street, and seeing as how uh we're stuck here, we're looking to, make some cash. We'll do anything. Uh, we just gotta get back on our feet, kind of.
Do you adopt
Yeah,
this? Do you
is
adopt this
that
accent? Do you adopt this New
yeah,
York
like,
and
is that
tough
that
guy
new
accent?
New York accent coming out of you?
Coming in here like a couple of hot shots.
Yeah.
Okay, so
The
you're gonna
Sox are gonna win it all.
we're not from Boston here, are we? We're gonna check out. So you're looking for
Depends where you put the pen.
you're looking for the same chuckleheads that you found at the S Mart, who you narrowly
Yeah,
escaped
yeah.
getting arrested with. To see if you can see if you can infiltrate with these guys, since they seem to be a weak link in the organization. You're gonna take advantage of their weak link, try and get buddy with these guys, and maybe see if you can get introduced to somebody higher up the chain and get accepted. All right. So you can definitely find those guys. They're not difficult to find, number one, even though they're not hanging around the S-Mart so much anymore. They are hanging out with around other establishments. And let's see. They hear you, and they see that you're trying to get with their crew, is what they see you're trying to do. And they say, all right, you punks, you want to get with us? You want to get with the Red Leviathan? We only hire the elite. We only hire the true elite of the spacing world. They never say pirates, but they're making half-hearted allusions to it. We only are the best sailors in the world.
No.
Hold on. Don't act like we all weren't just running from the cops like a couple of days ago. Clearly, we already have the skills because we got that door open. So, like, yeah.
Yeah, you got the door open,
little
but it seems like you have a tendency to crumble under the pressure here. We gotta make sure that you can keep it together and not pull a gun on every little occasion. So here we're gonna have a little bit of a test. We're gonna have a test here. You want to roll with us? You gotta pass our test. All right. So you're outside another convenience store. This one is called the S Stop. The S Stop. And they say, all right, each of you has got to go in there, and you got to bring out 50 lawns worth of merchandise. 5-finger discount, if you understand our meaning.
Oh, shit. Okay.
So go in there, get $50 worth, and come back out, and let's see how you do.
I'm looking for the... Okay.
$50 each or total?
Each.
Ooh. Wait. Does this S-Stop have... I don't think they will. But I mean, like, it's a space station. Like, like they're kind of like a stopover place. Like, I don't know.
You don't have to tell me what you're trying. Well, you could tell me what you're trying to steal if you really want to, but.
Well, yeah. Because like what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to dupe them if I can pass my keychain if there's a same keychain at this S Stop.
Your keychain from the control room. Your keychain was from the control room. Let's see. Roll a d20. If you beat me, then things will be favorable for you. Will you beat me? Oh, you're gonna beat me. Ooh. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, Let's blitz. You totally beat me. So they do have the same keychain here, but you notice that where was my notes? Where was my notes? Mission, archive, resources. I always do this. Minimize things first, and then I just close them. Mission reserves. There we go. Your keychain in the gift shop in the control room was 25 lawns. Here, it's only 15. There's
I got scammed.
substantial markup trying to take advantage of the tourism sector.
Okay, all right,
This
all right.
this station knows what's what.
I can work with that. 35 left to go.
Do they have any rare Space Force 5 figures?
Does this place have any Space Force 5 figures? Roll a d20. Ooh, this one does not have Space Force 5 figures, but it does have what's it called? Prepaid cards for the in-game currency of Counterflip Global Croissant.
Oh.
I'm all about that global croissant. How much are they worth?
Oh, they got varying. It's like Steam gift cards in the store. You can see they go up to like $100.
While my friends are perusing the aisles, finding things to steal, I want to check out the clerk and then the possible security within this S-stop.
Oh, clever. You can scope out the security. Roll. Well, you don't need to roll. You can see what the security is. You can see it's typical. It's typical shopping center fare. There's 2 of those domed, mirror dome camera things in the ceiling. And you can see currently there's only 1 employee behind the register. And you can see a Roomba-like robo-janitor cleaning the floors, which you don't immediately detect any sort of... To the naked eye, it doesn't seem like that's any sort of security measure, but you know that security measures could be incorporated into such robots.
Okay.
So can I steal the Roomba?
Wait, I might need that for my plan.
Wait, are you thinking about what I'm thinking about?
What are you thinking about?
Are we doing a Slippin' Jimmy?
For those playing at home, would you please describe what a Slippin' Jimmy is?
Well, okay, so I don't know if this was the plan, but I was like, maybe we could work together. I could have a slip and fall accident and make a real hubbub about it while these people are grabbing shit from all across the county.
So something of that effect, and maybe this happens before we go into the store. Cam really quickly goes, "This is how we do it." All right. Juno's goes in first, then Janky. I come in third. I'm a bit drunk because I still have on the grody ass robe. I'm gonna act hella drunk. I'm gonna talk to the clerk for a little bit, trying to get him to give me like a bottle of liquor, but it's gonna constantly not be the one he's handing me, and I'm not gonna describe it in any well-formed manner. Then what I'm gonna do is drunkenly trip into something and spill shit. So that the robot comes to clean it, and I have the clerk's attention. But what I'll try to do is give you guys enough time to find, and procure enough items that you could just get the fuck out of the store with. There's only 2 cameras. They're pointing in this aisle, and this aisle.
Wow. Cam's done this before.
Yeah, I was like, Juno, I know one of your things is like a wireless terminal, would you be able to take out the cameras with that?
Not without being detected.
Ooh, that's right. And is that like linked to your
If I
terminal
use
specifically or your user?
if I use my terminal in any capacity on this station, they'll find me.
Okay, all right. Got
Maybe we
it.
save that for later.
Yeah.
All right, so we going with Cam Keeney's plan.
But I do have a stealth hard suit, and I do have act unseen and unheard.
Yeah.
What do I?
Well, again, your hard suits are basically like combat armor, so you wouldn't be wearing your hard suits right now. I guess. I mean,
I can still be.
You're carrying your. Actually, we never really determined if you're carrying all your rucksacks or if you decided to leave them at Sister Eliza's habitat.
I always have a backpack
I wouldn't.
with
Yeah,
me.
no, I would my backpack,
All right.
backpack and robe.
So I guess technically you could put on your gear. The stealth hard suit has the ability. Pilot gear. Stealth hard suit. Yeah, if you activate the stealth hard suit, you can become invisible.
I have camo cloth.
Again, that's like you got to set up your hide hole for the camo cloth. That's not a cloak of that's not a Harry Potter cloak of invisible. So Cam seems to have the basic framework of the plan. Unless you're gonna add on any embellishments, we can roll for it.
Oh, yeah, okay. No, we'll do that.
All right. So, applicable checks. If you have Cam is going to be the one who is trying to. I'll give you either take control or stay cool. I'd say those are the two big ones. They're both +2. So either one of those for Cam to convince your convincing performance. Meanwhile, Janky Leaks and Juno. Act unseen or unheard is definitely a good one.
Can I get my bird to steal from me?
You can absolutely get your bird to steal for you.
Yes.
You got to describe to me how you're going to use your bird to steal for you, though.
Okay, so I'm going to then pick like something that's valuable but very small, and I'm going to have them like pilfer it and then just fly out of the store while I'm making a commotion with Cam.
All right. So Cam is rolling to commit the distraction. Janky is rolling to see how well you translate your information to, hey bird, do this. And Juno, are you just grabbing without attracting any notice?
Yep, snatch and run.
All right, snatch and run. All right, you have your 3 checks. Everybody roll. If you succeed together, this is a group skill check. If you succeed together, then you will pull off this corner store heist of immense proportions. If you fail, then you will get caught in the act and suffer the legal penalties that ensue for petty shoplifting.
All right.
All right, roll for it. I will give Cam accuracy on this because you formulated that entire plan, even though you don't even need it. You already rolled a 20. You're fine.
Oh my god.
Ooh. Juno, not having a good time.
I'm not rolling well.
You. So Cam goes in, and Cam is tapping into this unknown resource of you're it's very close to home right now. How you were just a second ago, just yesterday, you were wallowing in self-despair, and so you're able to bring that method acting to the foreground right here and now. And this guy is utterly convinced that you are some poor sod who is just worth all the pity in the world. And he's making a genuine effort to be nice to you because he feels real bad about how you look and how you're acting. He's like, oh, shoot, this guy must have had some terrible trauma. And he's trying to get you the right bottle of booze. Is it this one? Oh, sorry, I'll get you this one. Is it this one?
If you've ever been in a bodega or a liquor store behind a crackhead, it's that thing where they're pointing but fading out, and then they just come back way too loud.
So Cam pulls off the distraction, and the guy is totally distracted, and you knock something out of the counter, and stuff falls on the ground, and the guy is just so sorry for you. He's like, geez, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that.
If permitting, like, I know I only rolled an 18 and it added up to a 20, but I wanted to get him to put like an expensive bottle on the table and like drag that down with me as I fall.
Well, you did roll a critical, so I'll give it to you. Yeah, you can get an expensive bottle of liquor on the way down, which you can tuck and roll so it doesn't break and gets lost in the confusion. So yeah. Totally. Meanwhile, while things are happening and the Roomba is like making its alert sound, bleep, 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 spill detected, I'll be right there, bleep, 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 bleep.
I'll detect your spill. You don't even understand.
While that's happening, you take the moment to release your bird as everybody's concentrating on the floor where the spillage is and the noise is happening. And your bird flies around, and you did manage to communicate that you wanted some shiny trinket that the bird will latch onto and grab. It's easy to carry, bird can get it, and so it flies out. You make the guys that, oh shoot, your stupid robot scared my bird. How dare you? This guy, this clerk apparently is like really invested in this job, and he's probably one of the best examples of humanity out there because he's just being really nice and taking it. He's like, oh shoot, I'm sorry about that. I love animals. I'm sorry about that. I hope your bird's okay. If it's any trauma, just let me know. Maybe, I can, whatever. And he's saying, I'm sorry to this guy. He's trying to help you up and trying to make sure you're not hurt. Oh jeez, are you okay? You didn't hit your head or anything. You're not injured, are you? Watch the broken glass there.
The birds, they killed my son.
Oh, God, you know what? I'm sorry. Like, you have to deal with this.
Meanwhile,
carry him out.
Meanwhile, Juno.
I do not take after my father.
Juno tries to grab something, but in the confusion, just like locks up and is staring at this travesty that's going on. And the guy sees you there. He's like, oh, shoot, I'm sorry. This isn't normally how this establishment runs. I'm sorry this had to happen to you. I know. Please, this is embarrassing. Please don't leave us a negative review on our website. Here, let me give this to you as a I'm sorry for this disturbance. And he hands you a $50 gift certificate for Global Croissant.
Hell yeah.
We apologize. Here at S-Spot, we aim to please all our customers to the highest degree. You have successfully completed your heist.
Hell yeah.
You walk back out.
I'm carrying Kaz, he's slumped over my shoulder. I'm walking out, and I look over at the Red Leviathan guys, and I'm like, our methods are a bit unorthodox, but we got it.
You go out of sight of the S-Spot, and you throw the merchandise down on a table, and the guys are like, oh, wow, okay. All right, we see that you mean business. That's cool. All right. And so they accept you. They say, oh, you want to join the Red Leviathan, huh? Okay.
Yeah, sure.
We'll take you to... who are they going to take you to? They're going to take you to... They're going to take you to the only guy that they... Well, will they? they're going to take you to... All right, we're going to roll to see how dumb they are once again. Higher means they're real dumb. Lower means they're not so dumb right now. They are greater than average dumbness, and so they remember you, and so they know, let's take them over to Roger. Let's take them over to Roger. Roger will remember them. Roger appreciates return customers. And we show that we brought these guys in first. Roger will give us a break. We're going to take you to Roger. They decide to take you to Roger. Roger is the same bouncer who gave you the hush money. He sees you coming, and he has a look on his face like it's a combination of anger at the chuckleheads and like, oh, so that's how you're gonna play it with you guys.
Oh yeah. Just like, I thought I paid you hush money. Why are you here?
So you approach the bouncer, Roger, in front of the industrial complex, and the Red Leviathan guys are talking you up. He's like, "Hey, Roger, check it out. You remember these guys? We brought them yesterday. They came back. Yo, man, they came back. They're true blue dedicated." And they describe the scene at the S stop and how they saw you steal the merchandise and how you got even more than they could expected, and they practically handed you the gear in there. It's amazing. And so Roger looks at you with a critical eye. He says, what are you trying to do here? What are you trying to do here? Huh?
First things first. I'm gonna offer Roger a very nice, crisp drink from this very expensive liquor.
He takes the bottle from you.
That's fine. And then I'm gonna say, it looks like. What am I gonna say? I'm gonna say we got a line on something, and it's a pretty big heist, and the three of us can't pull it off ourselves. But if we pull it off, we could take over this space station.
That's some big talk coming from you. That's some big talk. Well, give me some details about this line. Tell the boss, and maybe we'll let you in.
What's what's one thing here that if you could get your hands on would definitely put you in a better position of power if you had.
Come on, the universal lubricant, money, lawns. Makes the world go round, makes the space station spin.
What's something that if you had it, you could take the lawns?
Oh, how smart is Roger gonna be right now?
I'll even ease him a little bit into this. I'll be like, look, one man can rob a bank, but with one bank, you could rob the world.
Roger is not that smart. Roger is confused. He says, "You're bankers?"
Oh my
No,
God.
no.
Okay, look, my God, a mech, a fucking mech.
Oh, sorry. I'm just imagining Cam Keeney. A mech, you mook! Come on! You got MECH. Oh, boy.
There's some guys here trying to, peddle their equipment. There's a military expo happening, and they may have brought some surplus. Are you following?
Okay, so he says, "Oh, we can always use more mechs. You talking military grade, eh? What do you know? What are you talking about? Military surplus?"
Hold on. Look. I can't fucking feed you the fucking book here, all right? I'm giving you the fucking back cover here, all right? You got to give me a little bit of something so that I know I can fucking give you 2 more pages type shit.
You can. You say you got a line on mechs. Can you even pilot one of those?
Me and my guys, we could pilot, one of the smaller ones, yeah.
He's gonna take this information. He's gonna say, all right. So you impressed these morons with the fact that you're stealing. The fact that you're stealing, seems like you're committed. Seems like you could be a useful asset. But our main business enterprise right now, as I'm sure one of you has learned, and he looks at Janky Leaks, is in substance dealing.
Pharmaceuticals.
Pharmaceutical, excellent. I like the cut of your jib.
Yeah.
So you showed these chuckleheads that you're willing to procure some 5-finger discounts, but we need to see that your mental capacity is in the right state. So you want to roll with us, you got to take a hit of Nebulon.
Oh, say less.
If you're going to take a hit of Nebulon, then you're going to come with me.
Yeah. I'm ready to astral project out of my body.
All right. Follow me.
Does one person have to do this, or we're all doing
All of you.
Okay.
This is when you buy drugs, they say, take a hit now, so I know you're
not
cool.
a cop.
It's fine. My policy does not apply here. I usually don't do drugs and hack at the same time, but I'm not doing one of those things.
So, he takes you into the doorway to the facility and into an elevator. And you can feel yourself descending down. And you go down into this complex. And the elevator door unlocks and opens up. He says, step this way. It's dark down here, but you can see green illumination from some sort of factory equipment. And he has a flashlight attached to his rig that is projecting a small cone of light in front of him. He says, follow me.
Okay.
You see that you're in some sort of factory that seems to be either producing or repairing or something. It has something to do with the various robo-workers that you have seen so far in the station. And you can see a couple of robo-workers that are milling about and taking care of the equipment. It says, watch your step. Those guardrails don't really guard against much. It's real hard to swim in that juice down there. There's some sort of viscous fluid.
Is this
that
the stuff that the Joker fell into?
Not quite. It doesn't look like acid. It looks like viscous fluid of some sort. And you can see underneath the viscous fluid, hidden by the green glow, you can see the assembly or repair line of these androids that's being conducted inside, immersed in the viscous fluid.
Some pretty interesting stuff you got here.
Yeah, well, this facility is for maintaining and repairing these androids, these robots. Normally, it runs itself pretty much. And occasionally a station engineer would come down here and make sure everything's on the up and up. One of our first victories here was to insert ourselves into the position of station engineers.
Very cool.
So
Very
we are the
cool.
ones who come down here and check on things. As long as the system keeps running, no one else comes down here. Catch my drift?
Very low key. Very cool.
So if anything happens down here, ain't nobody gonna come to assist you. Catch my other drift?
Yeah, but I mean, nothing's gonna happen to us, right?
That's right. Nothing's gonna happen.
Right.
He says go over. He directs you go over to this there's a storage area over here, and he directs you to go over there and put down your rucksacks and put on it's like single piece latex bodysuits.
Oh shit, we're having a party?
It's gonna make it more comfortable for you.
Oh, all right. Grease me up.
I'm gonna wake up in a bathtub full of ice, aren't I?
He waits for you all to go over there before he approaches a door. And he approaches a door, and you can see him. Actually, let's see.
I'm gonna
Every
gonna whisper to Juno that if anything seems like it's starting to go south, just try to hack anything. I don't give a fuck what it is. I don't give a fuck if it's a light bulb. Just do it.
everybody roll a d20 and see if you beat my secret roll.
Mm.
Whoops.
So Oh, wait.
All right. Wow, you all beat it. Cool. As you are all changing, you notice that this guy has directed you over here because he's at a locked door. And you can see at the locked door that he wraps a special knock that he thinks that you're not looking at him while he's wrapping the special knock, but all of you are looking at him, apparently. The special knock is... The special knock
Shave and a haircut.
is 3 knocks and then a pause, 2 knocks and then another pause, and then 2 more knocks.
What was that again?
3.
It happened so quick, you only heard it once.
3, 2, 2. With pauses in between.
You see him go into the door, and you can see him talking to somebody in there.
Oh my god.
You see him talking to somebody in there. Talking.
I'm full nude at this point, and I'm like greasing myself up to get into some latex. I don't even know if they told me I could keep my underwear on, but I'm fully like buck naked.
All right, he finishes talking to whoever's in that room, shuts the door behind him.
I'm keeping the robe on.
He comes back over here. Have you all changed into the latex single suit?
Sure.
Yeah, but can you zip up my back for me?
He just looks at you with a blank stare.
All right, Cam, can you do it?
Yeah, I got it.
All right, well, thanks.
All right. Seems you're all ready for the tank. Come on down. You pass underneath the catwalk that you just came by. Come on in, come on in.
Oh, that's a tiny ass roof.
One door closes, and you see it lock. The other one opens.
Oh, it's an airlock.
Once again, everybody roll a d20.
Jesus.
I roll that. Janky leaks. I'm gonna. Screw Janky leaks. You notice in that room, in that security 2-door room, those blue crates in there looked like they had mech parts inside. Or they were. You as a mechanic know what mech storage containers look like, and those were mech part storage containers. Come on, keep up. Come on, keep up. You pass by a glass-walled room where you can see more shady-looking thugs inside. This is a different crew than the one that was at the S-Mart and the S-Stop. But you can see more thugs milling about, and they look at you, and the bouncer just waves by as you pass by, and they all look at you with interest, but they do not seem unduly concerned.
I wave at them too.
I don't.
And he brings you up to an individual who seems to be tinkering around with a bunch of electronic components at a work table. You can see to the right, another glass-walled enclosure has a series of tanks, of immersion tanks. And you can see 2 individuals in the immersion tanks already.
Uh-huh.
And the bouncer, who you have come to know as Roger, talks to this individual. And she looks to have had heavy cybernetic augmentation. And she looks at you, and Roger says, "Here we go. We got 3 new recruits. These ones say they got a lead on a big job. Seem like a little bit more interesting recruits than the chuckleheads we've been pulling in lately. Seems like these ones might have some potential to be something better than scapegoats. We're gonna let them take a hit of Nebulon, make sure they're cool. Is that other recruit ready to be decanted? We got 3, and we need an extra tank here." She comes up and looks at each one of you. She
Okay, wait.
wrinkles her nose in a sneer at Cam's robe that is on above the single suit.
Can I?
She raises an eyebrow at the bird on Janky's shoulder. She said, "The bird's not going in the tank with you. He can stay here."
Yeah, no, of course. Take good care of him. He's my child, basically.
Let's see what Karu says right now. Karu is gonna blurt out something. If it's higher, is worse. He
Alright,
blurts
not
out
bad.
something very ambiguous. He blurts out, "Do a job for the pretty lady. Do a job for the pretty lady." All right.
I
Smart bird, it
Hold on.
seems. She thinks that he's
Okay,
talking about
okay.
her.
Okay, I need this. I have a charm skill. And with the birds in and seeing her be kind of receptive,
Charming
was
that
gonna be
stanky
like-
ass robe.
What are you gonna do, Cam?
Cam's gonna give her that up and down look and be like, "Pretty lady indeed."
Oh, you know,
What
I
do you
would've
what
done
do
it
you
too.
what do you hope to accomplish with this?
Just favor, just her to look a little bit favorably upon me, and if I fail,
Well-
she fucking hates me.
She already does not like the stanky robe that you're wearing, so you have difficulty
Yeah, I
with
was
this check.
That rope has to get difficulty.
You can try, but you have difficulty on this. If you succeed, then yeah, she'll look a little bit more favorably on you. If you fail, then it's just gonna make the problem worse, and she's not gonna see you as. She's gonna take the information that Roger just told her and say, Roger was wrong about this one.
All right.
Oh my god.
11 minus 13 difficulty. Oh, you make it. 13. She hears you say that. She says, "Don't get ahead of yourself, cowboy." But you can hear that. You can hear that tone in her voice. That slightly playful tone. That she's shrugging you off, but she's got playfulness in her voice. Juno is the only one that she looks at. Juno's the only one she looks at and says, "Well, at least one of these ones you might have brought us something good here, Roger. You know your way around a computer, don't you?"
I try.
All right, might be able to use you. All right, she opens up the door to the tanks, and she inputs a code, beep boop beep boop beep, and this one starts to drain. And this guy wakes up, and he is full of life and energy. Where are my notes? Of course, I closed all my notes.
Do I
Cam hopped up on
recognize
goofballs.
above the table question? Does Cam recognize Brother Thomas?
None of you. So, Sister Eliza gave you a description, and this definitely fits the description of Brother Thomas. Where did my notes go? Notes.
At this point, I'm not sure if the implication is that Brother Thomas is also taking Nebulon, or is he just in the cell?
No, I think that's what they're for.
Interesting.
I think they're feeding him full of Nebulon.
So this guy is super hyped up on goofballs. He says, "Yeah, I'm ready to do the job. Let's go. Let's do it. I'm ready for anything. Ooh, yeah." And she says, "All right, see Roger. He'll take care of you." He's like, "Yo, Roger! Yeah, what do you need? 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 What do you need?"
Don't hit him. Don't hit him. Don't hit him.
The rest of you three can step this way.
Oh, hell yeah.
After you.
Come on, cowboy.
Right along, ma'am.
All right. Get ready for your first hit of Nebulon. Don't worry. While you're asleep, you'll be safe inside these tanks. Nothing's gonna happen.
Who's the Yahoo in the other tank?
Just a Yahoo. You don't need to worry about. Go ahead. Step in.
Diving in.
You jump in, and you are immersed in viscous fluid. You don't have any breathing apparatus on you, but this fluid is oxygen rich, and you can see that you can actually breathe in the fluid like you're breathing in air. It's a very weird sensation. All right, looks like you're comfortable in there. I'm going to step out here, and I'm going to give you your hit. Stand by.
Cam, it feels like I want to vomit, but I can't vomit because I'm full of liquid. What is this? Oh, God, it feels so weird.
Make him liquid.
She goes down to her control panel, and you can see Roger and the other stoner walk away. And you can see a tendril of a greenish hue enter into your tanks. And you can see that that is the Nebulon entering into your environment. And you breathe as normal.
100% gonna try to fight this.
Like an insane person, I'm starting at the very end tail of it and just snorting all the way up. Like I look like a Looney Tunes character that is floating, following a smell.
Like
Cam,
I'm gonna do the drug, but mentally Cam thinks he can fight it.
you can try, but you are going to take a hit of Nebulon, all of you. So,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, I'm not even gonna
Nebulon.
try and fight it.
You learn the effects of Nebulon. Each one of you shall now roll a 1d3.
Okay.
Actually, hang on. Yeah, each one roll a 1d3. Each trip of Nebulon is unique.
Oh, just roll it.
Yeah, roll a 1d3. Or a d6, you know. Oh, this is going to be interesting. This is going to be interesting. Oh, this is going to be very interesting. This kind of tracks. So, Cam, you said mentally you were going to try and fight it. So, Nebulon stuns you for 1d3 plus 1 hours while you are unconscious, entering a hyper-receptive dream state that is fueled by your own internal desires as well as external stimuli. Cam is only out for 1 hour, or sorry, 2 hours.
2 hours.
Janky and Juno are both out for 4 hours. So Cam, you're gonna come out of this first,
Yeah.
which kind of tracks because you were trying to resist it. So you will have opportunities before the others do. While in the unconscious state, yeah, you have a trip. Let's see. Each trip can be unique based on your personal experiences. So, what is at the forefront of each of your minds in this point in the campaign? What is the most pressing issue on your mind? Something that's either the most important to you or something that's just been on the back of your consciousness that you haven't been able to shake? Give me something to fuel your trip. Juno, what do you think?
Oh, we get to go on a fever trip.
Oh yeah. This is the drug trip in Far Cry that is always there.
All right. So I guess at the forefront of my mind, like actually surprisingly, I'm a little worried about Argo.
Oh. So you have a fever trip which involves you and Argo hacking the planet together, but during the trip. Oh, okay. We gotta roll to see if you have a good trip or a bad trip. What do you like? Do you favor 1 or do you favor 2? I'm gonna flip a coin. Or you're gonna flip a coin.
2 all the way.
So 2 is favorable, 1 is not favorable. Flip a coin. 1d2. 2 is favorable. You have a good trip with Argo hacking the planet together. You you are electronic data. You are a stream of consciousness. You somehow are experiencing what it must be like to be decorporealized and become an NHP, just like Matt Banner. You and Argo are both NHP constructs traversing the flow of data. You are Tron in the grid, playing the disc games and the light cycles, and all the while infiltrating every system known to humanity. It's
Nice.
amazing. You have a good trip. Cam, what's on your mind?
I think there is a flash in a sense of the interconnected web that Cam has with everyone. So like I go into this and I'm trying to think about fighting it, but I'm looking at Juno, I'm looking at Janky, and then I'm thinking about our time training together, meeting in like boot camp or whatever, and talking about our home lives, and Cam being a little bit more offset, and being Cam started as a kind of a piece of shit kid, know it all. Uh, so just thinking of that, and then thinking of Beacon, and then just how different the world could be for us if it wasn't for Matt Banner, but also if it wasn't for Matt Banner, we wouldn't have done some of the things we've done. So it's this weird, like, I'm weirdly realizing I'm slightly thankful for him, but at the same time, he is the bane of my existence.
The duality of Matt Banner. I love it. Are you going to have a good trip or a bad trip? Which do you want? Do you favor one or favor
What am I
two?
rolling?
Just flipping a coin, D2.
All right.
Do you want one to be good or two to be good? We're saying two is good.
I'm not gonna look at it. Okay.
2 is good because that's what everybody is. You have a bad trip. Cam Keeney has a
That
bad
tracks.
trip.
That tracks.
So you're thinking about the
Especially with that
interconnected.
through line.
You're thinking about the interconnected web of each of you all together and Matt Banner, and your trip takes the form of you and your compatriots and everybody, the whole IBO organization. All of you are like insects walking along the gossamer strands of a gigantic web that is stretching all across the cosmos. But in the center of that web is a horrifying, half-human, half-spider, half-mechanical creature that is Matt Banner, which is slowly advancing along the web, and everything that gets in its way is devoured horribly, slowly, painfully. And you're wrapped up in this web like a fly in a cocoon, and you can see the advancing horrific visage of Matt Banner coming towards you inexorably, slowly, devouring everything you hold dear, slowly, watching and waiting and
Moons,
saving
give me
you
strength.
for the last. Welcome in, Sam, with your Raiders. We are playing a game of Lancer, and we are having bad drug trips. Sit back and enjoy the storytelling that we are experiencing. Cam Keeney had a bad drug trip. But even though it was a bad drug trip, you do have that realization that, yeah, if not for this villain in your life, who knows? Would you be the same person? Would you have done things? Would you have the skills you have now? The experiences that have led from Matt Banner, would they have ever happened?
Mm-hmm.
But you are deeply unsettled by this drug. Last but certainly not least, Janky Leaks. What's been on your mind? What form will your drug trip take?
Can I elect to have a bad trip?
Absolutely. You can
And I kind of-
always elect to fail.
I kind of wanted to describe the scene of events that happens right now
Go for it.
because I am well acquainted with drugs, so I kind of have a ritual whenever I'm going to like take a substance. You know, I have certain thoughts that I keep at the front of my head to make sure that I try to have a good trip. You know, I'm looking at Cam and I'm thinking, you know, I hope this is really like a freeing moment for him. Maybe he can let go of whatever he needs. And I'm thinking about my friends, Juno, and I'm thinking about how, you know, all the stuff that we've done to get here, how fun it's been to hang out with them the entire time. And I also think about, you know, the losses that I've had with, you know, the person that I was trying to seduce at one point. And then the train of thought morphs into remembering, hey, I still have that dice with those numbers on it. It was really cool, and I think she was a really cool person. And like I'm reimagining in my head this long train car and her pelting the dice at me. But when I turn around and look back at her, the dice goes straight through my forehead and the train elongates to like an infinite proportion. And suddenly numbers just start falling in between. And I'm seeing these numbers just pile up and crumble and topple over. A mountain of numbers and combinations that could possibly be in between me and her. And I start to have a bad time and I start panicking. I almost have an anxiety attack because of all these numbers and that they seem to almost overwhelm and consume me completely.
Dang, visceral. Janky has a bad trip on a train car because I mean it's kind of like symbolic because the elongating train car stretching infinity, taking this love interest so far away. You never have actually like succeeded with any of the ladies that have caught your eye in this campaign. Even
Mhm,
though that one
mhm.
was like, yo, call me. You still haven't ever called her, and you still haven't really, like, sat down and tried to decipher that dice. So you, like, haven't taken that opportunity. Maybe it's because you're afraid you're gonna fail, and it's gonna take her so far away from you. Who knows? But
Yup.
you have a bad trip. You realize that all these things have been piling up and piling up. How are you gonna deal with it in the future? But Janky has a bad trip. Cam is the first one to come out of it. Cam wakes up after an hour. Or 2 hours, sorry, 2 hours.
2 hours. 2 hours.
And your tank opens up and you are decanted.
Okay.
And girl comes back. Says, "How do you feel, cowboy?" Mentally, mentally you are unsettled by the imagery that you saw, but in terms of, like, capability, you feel extremely enhanced. You are currently affected by Nebulon. While you feel this enhancement, any and all d20 rolls you receive have plus 1d3 accuracy dice. The enhancement will last for the same number of hours as you were in the trance, while you were under. So it's going to last for 2 hours. For the next 2 hours, any d20 you roll is going to have plus 1d3 accuracy. That means anytime you're going to roll a d20, you say, roll a 1d3, so you'll have up to 3 accuracy dice to any d20 roll you make. After the enhancement wears off, she's explaining all these nuances to you in character, but in mechanical, after the enhancement wears off, you're going to receive difficulty equal to the number of enhanced hours to all d20 rolls. So after 2 hours, you're going to have plus 2 difficulty to all of your d20 rolls until you complete a full rest, or until you take another hit of Nebulon. And now you must roll a D100. If you roll 10% or lower, you'll see what happens.
Okay.
78. All right. You are not addicted to Nebulon.
Let's go.
Oh no.
So,
Let's go.
you are in a unique situation, Cam, because she explained all that. You are now functioning at the peak of enhancement. You feel like you could do anything. Your friends, however, are still underneath for 2 more hours.
Oh no.
And you have 2 hours of enhancement. So what are you gonna do? She says that you can either... What does she say? She says... She says you can either stay here and wait for your friends, or you can go up topside and see Roger, and maybe Roger will give you something to do.
I think I will, in a very flirtatious way, ask her to, keep an eye on my posse. Since she called me cowboy, I'm going to use cowboy slang every time I talk to this person. Keep an eye on my posse, and for right now, I'll check in with Roger, and if she can shoot me a line when they wake up, I'll head on back to the homestead.
Sure thing. I'll buzz Roger when they're out of it.
All right. What color are her eyes?
Her eyes are her eyes have been cybernetically augmented, and they are shifting hues from time to time. Seems like they go from red mostly, but then they shift between warm colors, summer colors, mostly red because Red Leviathan, but also sometimes there's yellow in there, sometimes there's orange in there. She seems to be a summer. summer fashionista.
As Cam leaves, he's gonna shoot her finger guns and a wink and be like, "I'll see you again, Bright Eyes."
She rolls her bright eyes at you as you leave. And she seems to be having a good time with this parrot, this bird.
Does the parrot say anything else?
Does the parrot say anything else? 12 is bad.
Ooh.
Ooh, it says something kind of bad. It says, it sees Cam, and it's gonna say, it's gonna see Cam, and it's gonna say something not the worst, but something kind of bad. It's gonna say, it's gonna say, "Rah! Pick up your hard suit. Pick up your hard suit. You're naked. Rah!" You got a hard suit?
Oh, yeah, we collected a few in a previous heist.
You heisted hard suits?
If it ain't nailed down, Bright Eyes, we gonna pick it up, if you know what I mean.
You got these hard suits stored somewhere?
What's it to you?
We could use hard suits.
Well, as I was telling your friend, Reginald, the fuck's his name?
Roger.
Roger. As I was telling your friend Roger, this line we have on this military equipment that we're looking to procure might also have some extra hard suits in it. Right now, we only know that they're bringing military grade mechs, but I would assume they would bring hard suits to go along with those mechs.
Yeah, but this bird just said put on your hard suit. You got one with you?
Can I get a...
What do you want to do, Cam? Tell me what you want to do.
What? I want to suss her sus of me. Like, because I didn't notice the mech containers, and Janky didn't say anything to me about those.
You're trying to turn her words back on her and alleviate suspicion of you?
Yeah.
Sounds like you're going to try and charm your way out of the situation.
Oh yeah, baby.
So first of all, roll a 1d3.
1d3.
2. Thanks to the effects of Nebulon, you find that your mind is reaching for words and phrases and eloquence that are previously beyond you. You can roll a charm check with 2 advantage. If you succeed, then you will alleviate the suspicion, and she'll be like, all right, play a cool hotshot. If you fail, she's going to make you show her where your hard suit is. Or she's going to say that you have to show her where your hard suit is. She can't make you do anything, really.
Here we go.
Oh my god.
Saved!
Oh my god.
Saved by the Nebulon.
Drugs are cool, kids.
Only because of the Nebulon bonus does she alleviate the suspicion of you. She's like, all right, get out of here. I won't force you. I won't break your arm about it. And she's gonna keep talking to this bird over here. You may do what you want, Cam.
Cam's voice cracks a little bit because these are words coming out, and I was fishing, but it came out pretty instantly, and I'm just like, all right, thank you.
All right. So what are you gonna do for the next 2 hours?
I'm gonna go talk to Roger, I guess.
So the big question is, are you going to attempt anything, or are you just gonna wait for your friends to get out?
Am I gonna attempt anything? Oh, oh. I need to. Uh, I'm gonna take I'm gonna take a stroll through here and take the long way back, and try to. I'm gonna. Fuck it. You know what? No, I'm gonna go straight to that door that he knocked on, and I'm gonna knock on the door.
All right. So, as you walk by, these chuckleheads, as you walk by, you know what? These chuckleheads, as you walk by, are gonna come out and they're gonna accost you. And you'll be like, "Hey, how's the Nebulon? Yo, what's going on? You feeling good? You feeling strong? You feeling powerful? What do you think? What do you think?"
I'm feeling pretty good.
Yeah, feeling pretty good, feeling pretty good. Hey, we're playing a card game over here. You want to join us?
I mean, usually if people are playing cards, there's money on the line, and I'm a little bit strapped for cash at the moment.
Oh, no problem. We'll extend you a generous line of credit. Yeah, we're nothing if not generous like that.
I can't turn down an offer like that now, can I?
All right, come on in. And they usher you in. And they start playing a game of cards with you. Let's see. We're just gonna do this as a. So they're playing cards with you. You can see that they're obviously trying to extort money from you, trying to get a leg up over you. They're extending you quote unquote credit so that they can call in that credit later on.
Yeah.
So how do you want to play this situation? Do you want to? You tell me, what would you do in this situation? You obviously know what's going on, so how are you going to play it out?
I think I would. I think we go full hustle.
You're going to try and turn it on over them, hustle the hustlers?
Yeah. I'll get a feel for the game and maybe use a spot check to kind of suss out how they're gonna cheat in the first few hands. Um, Pay more attention to their hands and the shifting of the cards and stuff.
Yep. So basically,
Uh,
you're gonna use your heightened senses to count the cards and pull the game in your favor.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Roll a 1d3 to see how much enhancement you get. Okay, you get one advantage on this roll. You're going to try and count cards using your spot check. If you succeed, you will indeed count the cards, and you will end up with them owing you money. And they'll just straight up pay you right now because they got cash. So they'll give you money right up. If you fail, then they will succeed in their hustle, and you won't be able to spot the cheaters, and you are going to end up owing them money. Either in the form, you're going to end up owing them either in the form of straight up money, or they're going to use that as leverage to make you do stuff and keep you under their thumb.
Understandable.
Do you wish to continue?
I do.
All right, roll a spot check with +1 accuracy. Ooh, damn, +6 on that. Yeah, you managed to hustle them. And they, as it turns out, it seems like they kind of expected that. It seems like this was kind of like a game that they were playing, and it seems like a couple of them were betting amongst themselves who was going to get taken in the worst by your enhanced abilities. And so the guy over here lost the bet. And he's like, crap. So he has to pay up to both of these two and to you. So he gives you $50. 50 lons.
Thank you, gentlemen.
That whole game took about, or that whole sequence took about a half hour. So you got an hour and a
Okay.
half left on your enhancement.
All right. I'm gonna collect my funds, and then I'll head out. Thank them for their time, and I'll head on my way. Oh, God.
Plus 50.
Plus 50, baby.
Got
I'm gonna...
425, 75. You're almost making a profit since you got here with your lawns. 75 more bucks and you'll be profit. All right, so that happens, and then you go back up to Roger.
No. I'm gonna head to that door.
Oh yeah, you're going to that door. So you go in. I'm just gonna transport you.
Thank you. Yes, please do.
Oop, my game doesn't break.
I think I started to move myself when you went to grab me.
Game is breaking. Switch out. Switch back in. There we go. Doodle doop.
And then it was 3 knocks, a pause, 2 knocks, a pause, 2 knocks.
3, 2, 2. Indeed. You do the secret knock, and the door opens.
I will head on in.
You see some sort of tech punk in here with a whole wall of computer monitors in front of them, and their fingers flying against the keyboard. And without even a backward glance, she says, "Yeah, what do you want?"
Was looking for Roger.
Roger, he's at the door. What are you bugging me for? You know where Roger is.
Yeah. Sorry about that. I'm gonna try to take in any information I can on some of these screens.
Let's
What are
see
they
how much.
looking
Roll a d12. If you roll a higher, then you take in more information.
No.
All right, you get a healthy amount of information. You can see that this is sort of a control interface for this factory. So this interface would control like the door locking mechanisms. It would control the power currents through the facilities. It controls the direction of the assembly lines. It has the maintenance link where engineers would come to file their reports to the station services. So it's basically a control center. You can also see it's obviously an OmniNet terminal because this tech punk is also surfing the OmniNet. You don't see exactly what kind of OmniNet surfing they're doing. The control functions of the facility are the most dominating thing.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna take that in, and then I'm gonna go head up and talk to Raj.
All right. Heading up, talking to Roger. Are you going to... I'm just going to drag you over here.
Yes.
Are you going to just shoot the breeze while you wait, or are you going to, like, ask Roger for a job?
You know what? Let's ask Roger for a job. Use it while we got it.
All right. So you...
I think what Cam is now initially trying to do is fully understand this so that he can explain it to Juno and Jinky when they get out of the tanks.
All right.
I think Cam's going for a limit break. Like we're trying to put this to the full test so I can tell them what to look out for. Like Cam is willing to put his body on the line a little bit for his friends here.
So, let's see. You get back up to the top. The other stoner that got out of the tank is gone. And Roger says, "Oh, looks like you got out first. Seems like the other ones have a couple more hours left in them, huh?"
Yeah. I'm not much of a dreamer, you know?
I guess not. Some people just lack imagination. Well, let's hope you don't lack too much imagination. Talking to me because I guess you want a job, eh? Let's see what we got. What do we got? What kind of jobs we got? Well, seems like you might be management material. Why don't we have you head back over and find... He directs you to go find the original crew, the Chuckleheads that you first met up with at the S-Mart. He wants you to go find them, and he wants you to organize their dealer strategy. Because right now, they are just a mob, a loose gaggle of chickens that are running around. Each one's like, oh, we should go here and hit this spot. No, that's not how you do it. You gotta do it like this. What are you talking about? I'm the best dealer around here. I should be the one in charge. He wants you to take control of that mob and whip them into shape.
Okay. That is a task very well suited for Tankini.
Cam Keeney now playing the role of Stringer Bell.
All right. So you can go and whip them into shape. We're gonna say that's gonna take the rest of your trip. So
yeah, that's fine.
That's what Roger has beckoned you to do. Do you want to do what he asks, or do you want to do something completely different, or do you want to take this in a different direction? What do you want to do?
I want to I want to do what he asks, but I want to do what he asks, but not so much so distrust into these dudes as much as like I want to impress upon them that they think I'm cool. You know what I mean? Like I want to go here. I want to do this task so that the front stays good, but I want to kind of drift their loyalty a little bit towards me.
Oh, interesting. Subverting through, let's see. I will say, yeah, I'll say that's charm. You're just using using the power of flowery language to get what you want.
Yeah.
Right here. So, yes. So, first roll a 1d3. See how enhanced you are.
Let's go, baby.
Ooh, you get 3 accuracy to this check. You can roll a charm check to try and convince these chuckleheads that you are a charismatic leader worthy of being followed, maybe even more so than Roger. Right now, they seem like Roger is their fearless leader, their main point of contact. So go ahead and roll. If you succeed, you will convince them that you are the coolest of the cool, and you will sway their loyalty away from Roger to you. If you fail, then you're just gonna you're going to lose control of the situation, and they are going to think that you are beneath them, and they're going to laugh at you and say, "Man," they're going to treat you as a subordinate.
Okay.
Oh, the explosive power of Nebulon gets you a critical to the check. So yeah, you have swayed their loyalty completely and utterly. You prey upon the fact that they really seem to like this cylindrical meat byproduct that they keep getting from the convenience stores. It's called Pepe. It's called Pepe. I wrote it down.
Pepe.
It's called Pepe. It is a cylindrical, synthetic, reddish-pink, quote-unquote, meat cylinder. And you prey upon that seeming addiction. You're like, "Follow me, gentlemen, for if thou throws in thy lot in mine hat, Pepe shall rain from the sky as water from the heavens." You are just, they're wide-eyed with wonder. They've never heard anybody speak like that or promise them such greatness. So yeah, you have earned the loyalty of a bunch of hooligans under Red Leviathan, new recruits of Red Leviathan. So who knows where you could sway that loyalty further in any direction.
Yes.
All right, so that takes you the rest of your trip, or the rest of your enhancement. Smash.
And then establish the dealer network. Teach them about a dealer network. Clientele. Fucking pickups and drop-offs. Alright? Fucking...
Are we conducting a coup right now? Are we gonna be
maybe.
the new owners of Red Leviathan?
Maybe.
This game can go in any direction. That's the beauty.
Look. Hostile takeovers happen.
Hell yeah.
Smash cut back over to Juno and Janky.
I'm gonna run to the bathroom. I have my headphones on. I'll be right back.
Your tanks get decanted at the same time. And you are now hopped up on goofballs, enhanced with Nebulon coursing through your bodies. You feel amazing. Juno had a good trip, so your mood is also feeling amazing. Janky, you had the bad trip, so you are questioning a few things, but you feel that you have the strength to right any wrong, and you could overcome those bad trips.
Dude, does this lady come in to check on us?
Seems like you finally made it out. Oh, good.
She looks at me, and I look very healthy, but I am staring straight past her as tears are streaming down my cheek. Like this is something that is happening that I have zero control over. I'm trying to act normally, but it's just pouring out.
Meanwhile, I just have a big stupid smile on my face.
Well, I'm glad at least one of you had a good trip. Don't worry, sunshine, it'll get better.
Yeah.
Here, go talk to your
the
bird.
Numbers mean, Mason.
Go talk to your bird. Maybe that'll make you feel better.
Oh yeah. Carl, please come here. Oh.
I want to just whisper in her ear and go, I am the OmniNet.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You are definitely the OmniNet there. Now you go enjoy yourselves. Each of you roll a D100.
Okay.
10 or lower, bad things happen. 68. Juno is fine. 56. Ooh. You're fine. You're not addicted.
Yet.
She looks at you and she says to Juno, because she had the most confidence in you, I'm sure we'll be seeing you again down here. And then she looks at Janky and she says, maybe you want to go find your other friend and console each other for a little bit, maybe. Go find your cowboy friend.
Let me tell you. We built the computers that you guys use. I'll tell you that.
This city.
And I'm doing this as I'm like waving a wrench non-threateningly, but just like in a pointed manner. I'm like, listen here.
Oh yeah?
Anyway.
Oh yeah? You think you can build stuff? Huh?
I mean, I like to think I know my way around a wrench.
All right. I think you know your way around a wrench. Why don't you stop by? Why don't you stop by the engineer? Why don't you stop by the engineering wing over in the west side of the compound? Go speak to Doug over there. See if you can help him out, Mr.
Sure.
Wrench, Sunshine Wrench.
Filled with newfound purpose.
And the parting words from your bird. Are gonna be really bad. Really bad. The bird on your way out says, don't forget to rescue Brother Thomas from the evil organization, Red Leviathan. I'm sorry, what?
You know him. Like, he reads the fucking news sheets saying how y'all are a bad organization and stuff, and he just, like, parrots things. So, we know we got, like, some heat on y'all because
how did he learn the name Brother Thomas?
That's beyond me. I don't know.
Touches her ear communicator and says, Roger, lock down the building.
Oh my fucking god. This damn bird.
This is great storytelling. She jumps on the comm, says Roger locked down the building. And she reaches for her. She's got a pistol. She's got a handgun that she reaches for, and she has her hand on the gun. It's not drawn yet, but it's on the gun. And yeah, she said, I'm going to ask again. How did that bird know the name Brother Thomas?
I just want to stand next to her and like put her hand on my gun, facing Janky, as if I'm on her side.
Oh, let's see. Roll a d20. Yeah, roll a d20.
Cat.
And I am going to roll my own roll and see if you beat me, to see if she will let you take her side or not.
You get difficulty or accuracy on this.
This is not related to the enhancement. This is her judgment and her judgment alone. It does say any d20, but I'm making a modification because this is a special circumstance.
I walk away for 2 seconds and this bird rats us the fuck out.
Oh, no. She does not trust you at all. As you like try and step over the line, also you don't have your gun with you. It's in your rucksack.
I'm high.
You stripped down. Oh, you're high. Okay. You think you have a gun. As you step over to her side, she says, whoa there, OmniNet. Get back over there with your friend.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was confused.
Who are you two, and how do you know Brother Thomas?
I am the Lizard Queen.
You gonna answer my question, or are we gonna have to get rough in here?
We don't gotta get rough.
Maybe a little
We
rough.
we don't gotta get rough.
Then answer the question.
Oh man.
How you gonna play this, y'all?
How am I gonna play
How
this?
you gonna play this?
Can't help.
You can't help.
You know what?
You left.
I'm gonna play it like this. I'm going to say, and I'm gonna come out and say it. I'm so if you stop me, you stop me. But I'm gonna spill the beans right now. So we were hired to originally save this person. I don't know who we were hired by, but we were told this is their name. This is, their this is what they look like. And originally we did set out to do a job. And then I took a hit of Nebula. And I could see multiple things around me, different dimensions, different places I could go, different people I could be. It was such a transformative experience that I no longer have an interest in him. I fully want to support your cause. So, which is why I'm deciding to be fully transparent with you.
Juno, you gonna add anything here? You gonna do anything? Do or add anything?
I got nothing. I'm just gonna back him up, going, yeah. That's why. Just give me some more Nebulon. Oh my god, it was so good.
You're not
That's a good
addicted.
trip.
I said you're not addicted, but
I'm playing it.
all right. So, you are truthful in the fact that you say you were hired. Okay, so I'm playing the part of this Red Leviathan hacker. I don't know if you're telling the truth or not, so I'm going to react accordingly. And I'm going to say that you shouldn't... Okay, you should... If you know who Brother Thomas is, then that is a suspicious piece of information right there.
So-
You just told me that you got hired to rescue Brother Thomas. Your bird called us an evil organization, so whoever hired you seems to think that we are an evil organization. Since you were truthful with me, I'll be truthful with you. We're not exactly a good organization. We're pirates, all right? And as pirates, we have to protect our interests. But as
I
pirates,
understand.
we also have a chain of command. And this has rapidly ascended out of my pay grade, if you know what I mean. So
Understand.
I'm going to have to bring in the boss to judge what to do with you two. And whatever the boss says
pirates.
goes.
You know,
That is completely
I'm the
understandable.
daughter of a pirate.
She's kind of writing off anything you say right now as sure you are, sweetheart.
Yeah, absolutely. Go through with that. See, I don't like our mission briefing wasn't very elaborate in terms of who like what this person has done. Sometimes we deal with like gray market contracts or we don't really know the person who is giving us the mission either. You know, we deal with brokers and that. But it seems like you think he's bad. Like, I don't think you're bad, by the way. I like the almighty dollar rules all. So like whatever you got to do to get that money, go ahead and do it. But if you really think he's bad, can you like elaborate on that? I'd like to know a little bit because like we could not take this contract and we can just say, "Hey, didn't go as planned."
Right now, there's a line between you and us that didn't exist until about 5 seconds ago. So while you're across that line, you don't get to know squat unless the boss says otherwise. So you're going to sit
Understandable.
down
Okay.
in that waiting room with my friends over there, play some cards, have a nice time, and we're going to wait for the boss.
Sounds good.
Are you gonna take your bird?
Yeah, the bird follows me.
She walks you over and she gives a gesture to these guys, and they immediately drop their cards and become all business. And they usher you inside the waiting room. And sit you down. And she jumps on her communicator one more time. And she jumps on with Roger and says, Roger, we're expecting a visit from Savvy. So keep the doors open. As she said, yes. Each, no, story time. So she says we're expecting a visit from Savvy. So keep the doors open. This is a little piece of information that I'm going to insert into the campaign because Red Leviathan is a part of your past. Think way back to that one time where you did that one little thing. You know, destroying the Red Leviathan flagship. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
When you destroyed the Red Leviathan flagship, you faced the captain of that flagship. The captain of that flagship went by a call sign that I can't remember what it was. I don't even remember if I gave him a call sign. It doesn't matter because the captain of that ship died in the explosion of Red Leviathan. The lieutenant, however, if you remember, if you go back and watch the video, the lieutenant escaped. and got away. While you are in combat with mechs, you can see call signs, because call signs are how you like ID the bogeys. And you can see the call signs of enemies. And you remember that the call sign of that lieutenant that got away was Savvy. You know that she has just called a Red Leviathan member who will guaranteed recognize exactly who you are and what you did.
Cool.
You are now sitting around a card table with 3 thugs of Red Leviathan in their secret, well, not so secret, but in their co-opted underground droid repair facility. Hopped up on goofballs, enhanced to a incredible degree, while Cam Keeney is out having a grand old time, rallying the drug-dealing troops, subverting them. How do you want to play this, Janky and Juno?
I feel like my first inclination right now is violence. Janky.
I'm like, oh, y'all want to play a round of card?
Sure, they are not cordial at all, but they will say, sure, we'll play some cards. Oh yeah, these guys were Russians. Sure, we will play some cards. They lock the door.
All right. What do they lock the door with?
Key card.
Key card. All right. I'm gonna deal. I'm gonna deal my cards, and I'm gonna try to like give my bird the look to the key card and be like, "We've done this before."
You're gonna attempt a good with animals check to see if you can communicate wordlessly with your bird to get that key card. Wordless communication with an animal is gonna have a +1 difficulty.
Okay. All right. Let's see.
But you are hopped up on Nebulon. Roll a d3. So you have 2 advantage dice. So basically you have 1 advantage because the advantage disadvantage will cancel each other out. If you succeed, your bird will understand what you want to do. What do you exactly want your bird to do?
I'm gonna cause a scene with the cards and try to get my bird to take the key card off of them.
All right. So if you succeed, then you will cause a. How are you gonna cause a scene with the cards?
I'm gonna be like very nonchalantly
You know what?
passing out cards.
Paint me a picture of how this would be a success for you. Tell me exactly the sequence of events that happens on a success.
So I'm sitting down. I like put my bird down on the floor next to me. I give it a little like tap and a look, and I start dealing out cards. You know, very nonchalant, like don't care if I throw it too hard and it flies over the table or anything. I'm just passing them out. And the person that I want that's to my left that has the key card, I'm going to, for I don't know how many cards go in a hand, but for maybe the second or third card, I'm gonna accidentally throw it in his face. At which point the bird needs to act.
and describe to me what a success would look like. How does the bird act? What does it do?
I assume that it's the key card's on like their waist or something.
Yeah.
It's going to ideally grab the key card unnoticed, because I'm assuming if we're sitting at a table, their legs are underneath the table.
Mm-hmm.
And while he has his hands up, like getting the card at his face or swatting it away, the bird just unclips the key card and then goes under the table between my legs.
So stealth bird retrieval.
Yeah.
Stealth bird retrieval is going to have 2 difficulty.
Oh, so okay, I have 0 difficulty.
Basically, this balances it out. If you succeed, it will go exactly as you said. If you fail, then your bird will be caught red-beaked trying to procure the key card from the guy's pocket,
Oh man, I'm out here trying to Ocean 11s with a bird.
and bad things may happen.
Oh, okay. All right.
At the same time, Juno, what do you want to do? Do you want to do anything at the same time? Do you want to do nothing? Do you want to do something?
Once that card is thrown in the man's face, I want to make like a big deal of it, like it scared the shit out of me, and see if I can distract the two dudes next to me.
So you're gonna assist, pretty much.
I'm gonna assist, yeah.
All right. So we'll take one difficulty off. So you have one advantage once again
Okay.
because Juno's assisting.
Let's go.
All right. Roll your good with animals check.
Yes.
All that build up. Critical Nebulon enhancement. You are able to feel a oneness. Your mental awareness extends outside of your body with the effects of Nebulon. There's something supernatural about it. Nobody knows how this stuff is working. They just figured out how to manufacture it and that it feels good and that it can be sold. But there is some sort of connection with Karu right now that you import onto him, and it goes off exactly as you planned. You have the key card, or Karu has the key card and is in between your legs. You can play this however you want now.
Cool. I'm looking over at Juno, and I'm like, eyes raised.
the Red Leviathan thugs are now saying, "Oh, geez, who told you how to deal cards? Maybe I should deal cards now. Give me the deck."
Yeah. I hand him over the deck.
Actually,
As no, should I do it? No.
What do you got?
Fuck it. As I hand him over the cards, I grab his arm, pull him towards me, and headbutt him.
assault! It is assault! We are going to assault the situation. All right. Roll a 1d3. Okay. So hang on. So you're going to. So you have a 1 advantage. So Janky Leaks has chosen the path of assault. What is your overall goal in this situation? Are you going to try and beat them all up and get out of here? Are you going to? Is this some sort of alpha display? What's your end game? Just I want to make this an all-encompassing thing so we don't have to roll checks for each individual thing.
Yeah. I don't think I can curry any favor with them, considering that like they know that the boss is coming. Yeah, it's more of an alpha thing. It's more of a like stop being so curt with me.
All right. So I guess we need to look at the big picture. What's your big picture game? Are you just going to stay here until Savvy gets here? Or are you going to try and get out? Are you going to try and save Brother Thomas somehow right now? Or are you going to try and escape yourselves and come back later? What's the end goal overall? Are you going to wait and hope that Cam Keeney somehow comes back?
Yeah, I'm hoping Kaz comes back. Hoping Cam comes back at some point.
So you so if that's your plan, you
because like I'm kind of like trying to not make a huge problem, but I do know that I only have like 4 hours on the clock. So whereas like maybe hour 1 and 2 is fairly calm, hour 2 and 4 I definitely need to pick back up.
Well, you don't know exactly how long it will take for Savvy to get down here. But if you want to hope that Cam gets here first, then we can roll the dice and gamble on that. Is that what you want to do?
No,
What?
at that point, I'm looking to take him out, and I'm like, we're getting out of here.
Yeah,
Okay.
because once Savvy gets here, we're kind of screwed.
So, once more, reevaluating the big picture. Is your big picture now to escape this place, or is your big picture
Yes.
to try and rescue Brother Thomas
Well,
while you escape this
it is-
place, or is it
It
gonna
is
be
to rescue Brother Thomas while we escape this place.
okay? So, the immediate. So. You have heightened awareness right now. So let me give you all the details about the immediate situation. You know, so we went over some of it. You know that Savvy's coming down here. You don't know how long it's going to take them. You don't know if Cam Keeney would come back before then, or even if Cam Keeney is coming back. You don't even know what happened to Cam. You just heard from the original lady that, oh, your friend got out first. So you don't know what the heck happened to Cam. You don't know why he left or where he went. You don't know if they did anything to him. Nobody asked. So, you know that Brother Thomas is in that tank. You know that these three guys are thugs. You have the key card already, so that's good. You know that this is a glass-walled room, and anything that you can see outside of the room can see back in and see you, i.e., Hacker Lady has line of sight over to you. So anything you do in this room could be noticed. You do notice, however, that this room seems to be soundproofed. So
Okay.
there's that. A current surreptitious glance. Ooh, and she was waiting the whole 4 hours for y'all to get out. We're gonna roll a D12. D12, higher is worse. Oh, completely average. Oh wait, 9. 9 is not a 6. She is still there, and she seems to be reading a book. A nice, quiet activity of reading a book. So you don't know how raucous you could get in here without alerting her attention. But she's not looking directly at you. The booth is soundproofed, but she's not overly indisposed doing something else.
So is our gear still over there?
Yes, your gear is still over there.
Okay, so in the event that we manage to get out of this room, I want to make that my priority to get somewhere quickly and get our gear.
All right.
And then get back to Janky, give him his gear, and assist in any way I can with the rescue.
All right, but in order to do that, your immediate concern is all these three guys right here.
Yeah.
So overall goal, you say you want to rescue Thomas, is what you said.
Yeah.
You need to get out of this room. And okay, we will do a combined skill check. The first item of business is to get out of this room and get your gear. Second is to rescue Brother Thomas.
Yep.
So, how do you want to get out of this room?
So Janky's already got a dude in a hold, right?
No, we put a pause on that because I wanted to give you all the details before you committed.
Okay.
So Janky, the guy just said, "Here, let me deal the cards. Give them to me," and that's where we are. What's both of your decisions going to be at this moment?
It's the dude on my right.
Yeah, same guy that had a key card.
All right. I'm going to, instead of headbutting him, I'm going to give him the card and I'm going to just bum rush him and try to like push him back this way.
All right. So you okay. If you actually try and like maneuver the situation to an advantageous one for yourself, like bodily move this guy over, that's going to be take control. If you're just trying to overwhelm them with sheer force, that would be assault. Just going to let that simmer for a hot second.
The dude directly to my right. I can use take someone out on him.
You can always use take someone out. That is always on the cards, on the table. So it sounds like Juno's going to take someone out, and Janky, you want to what?
I'm just gonna assault and try to take him down.
All right. So you both are just going to try and beat these guys into submission, take them down, take them out, assault them, get it so that they no longer have control of the situation. We will see if the hacker lady notices when you do this. But both of you are hopped up on Nebulon. So, Janky, you rolled a 1 for your advantage. Juno rolled a 1d3. 1. So you each have advantage on this. So go ahead and roll your respective checks. If you succeed, then... you will, in fact, gain control of the situation. These guys will no longer be a threat to you. You will either straight up knock them out, or you will beat them into so much submission that they will not give you a problem anymore. If you fail, they will overwhelm you, and you're going to take some damage, and they're going to put new precautions in place so that you don't do that again.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll your checks. Juno. But Janky got a critical thanks to the hopping up on Nebulon. So Janky picks up your slack, is what happens. Actually, you know what? Karu picks up your slack.
Yeah.
Karu rolls their own check.
Okay.
Which is going to be significantly easier because of Janky's critical check. Karu's just rolling a flat d20, and Karu rolls a critical natural 20.
Yes.
Jeez. The bird is feeling the connection that you have thanks to Nebulon, and Karu goes for this guy and scratches out his eyes straight up. Scratches out his eyes.
Oh my god.
This guy, Juno is like on top of him trying to take control, but he's just like, what the heck? He's about to overpower her, but sees what happens to this guy with the bird, and he's like, nope, I'm done. I'm going to sit here in this corner. You can have it. I'm done. And Janky just shoves this guy up against the wall, and he goes down. You now have control of the situation.
Hell yeah.
This guy, however, is screaming loudly.
Oh, we just gotta knock his ass out before we open that door.
You can knock him out. Put him out of his. Do you want to knock him out or just straight up put him out of his misery?
We're gonna receive an enemy. He's gonna be an enemy. He's gonna get bionic eyes.
You don't understand how like anyone we leave alive will come back to haunt us.
Oh, the choices you're forced to make.
Nah,
pretty much you have this choice for all three of these guys. This guy just straight up gave up. This guy is shrieking in pain. This guy is unconscious.
I'm going to cup the back of his head gently, lean down, whisper into his ear. Do you want to live with this, or do you want the easy way out?
Oh, jeez. Jeez, this game is dark for the NPCs as well as the players. God, you did that. You just did that. Oh, man. Oh, man.
The choice is yours.
Oh, man. I have to write a backstory for this man now. Does he have a family? Does he have a will to live? Does he know about cybernetic augmentation? What are his viewpoints on cybernetic augmentation? Is he biased? Oh, I don't even know. We're going to flip a straight up coin because I don't have that investment. 1 is he wants to live. 2 is he does not. Do it, Janky. Do it.
Okay.
You have to describe to me how you kill this man.
Do they
You
have
put this
weapons
on me.
them?
You put this on me.
Do they have weapons on them?
They have. One of them has. Two of them have blades. One of them has a. One of them has a gun. The eyeless guy has the gun. The other two have blades.
I'll take his gun, and there's really no grace in any of this. So I pull down his eyelids over his eyes, and
his eyelids are just shreds. They're gone. There's no eyelids.
okay, well, like
it's just shredded meat.
Yeah, I sit him down, lean him up against. Does anyone have a smoke for this man?
Just do it, he yells.
All right, fine, and I pull the trigger.
Pop. He slumps down.
Oh God, I'm gonna need at least 2 years of therapy for this one. Why did I do that?
This man just has his hand over his mouth, and he is just wide-eyed, but he is not saying anything.
Well, you're the lucky one in this situation. So how about you skedaddle? And I'm gonna take the key card and I'm gonna open this door.
You're just going to let me go.
Do you want what your friend got? How much do you value your life?
Ooh, intimidation. Let's see how well he is intimidated or not. 12 means he's very intimidated.
I do have a gun.
He's not very intimidated. But he did just watch his friend die and saw the bird, and he did just give up. So maybe he is that kind of guy. You know what? He is that kind of guy. I wrote that down into his story unconsciously. So there we go. He is that guy. He will happily run out of the room if you let him go.
All right, yeah. Skedaddle. I'm gonna try to use the key card because. All right, there we go.
I would like to make a break for our gear. Now that we're free.
Which way is he going to go? Now comes to play. So earlier his D12 was a 4, so 12 would have meant he was going to go to the north. He did not roll 12 high, so he's going to go this way.
Woo! Okay.
Can I follow him to get through those clearance doors?
You may. The game is yours. You may go and do whatever you want.
Well, we have a key card now.
You have a key card.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it. We walk up to this lady with toting our guns, and we try to get her to release the prisoner.
Well,
and the situation has changed. Janky has a gun.
Oh, yeah.
I do have a gun. I have a gun now.
You want me to get our gear, though? Our hard suits would be nice right now.
Sure, if you want to go grab it, I'll waltz along over here.
All right, I'm going to go grab our gear.
So you hand the key card to Juno. Juno, you may proceed. Janky goes up to the north. She, you know what? It's better storytelling. She did not notice the commotion because this is great imagery of Janky walking back up here.
You know what I'm gonna do though? I'm gonna take out that dice that woman gave me, and I'm gonna pelt it at her head, just so that when she looks up, the gun is already pointed at her, and I'm like, no sudden movements. I already killed one person. We don't gotta make it another.
Are you going to retrieve the dice after you throw it?
Yes. Of
well,
course, that
Janky leaks. Because you give me so many opportunities to hurt you, I have to take a chance that this hurts you.
Okay, it gets lost? Okay.
Roll a... Take control, we're on the street, unskilled check, good as animals. we'll put this as a take control because you're using this to take control of the situation. Roll a take control check. You have Nebulon, so roll a d3 to see how well you do this. All right, so you have two advantage.
2.
If you succeed, then the dice will be right on the floor and you can just pick it right up. If you fail, it's going to drop into the viscous fluid.
Oh, okay.
If you wish to continue, you may roll a
Always.
take control check. Yep, you did.
Ooh.
All
After
right.
the bad trip, losing that would have sent me into a spiral.
So, yeah, you get up here and you have a gun to her head. She was reading a really good book. She was reading, did I write one of these down? I keep making parody names of things. So I'm going to have to write this down if I
Isn't it everyone reading smut nowadays?
No, it's not that kind of organization. She's reading Wave, the amazing tale about a planet that is entirely ocean and has ocean-based worms that make crazy hallucinogenic ocean foam on it. I just finished.
Nice.
I just started reading, I finished reading the 5th book in the Dune series, so that's my parody on Dune.
Oh, okay.
Wave instead of Dune.
Wave, that's good.
And yeah, you have a gun to her head, and she looks up from the page with the gun at her head, and she utters an expletive that shall not be repeated here.
Yeah, it didn't have to be this way. But yeah, I'm gonna need you to let my boy out of there.
Okay, so here's the situation. She is sitting down with a book in her hands. You can see she still has her ear communicator on. You can see that the control panel for the tanks is behind her. You don't know if you could operate that control panel accurately, or don't know, who knows what kind of security measures are in place there. I think those are the two big things that are on the table right now. So what do you want to do? How do you want to play it?
I'm gonna tell her, I'll be like, look, I can probably do this without you because you have already sussed out that my other friend is pretty good around a computer, but I do not want to have to keep killing people today. So if we could do this real nice and slow, we'll be out of your hair.
Ooh, is she going? Oh, well, you did just take control of the situation. I'll give you that. So this is all encompassing. Take control of the situation. All right. So she puts the book down, and she doesn't speak, but she turns back towards the terminal and types in the command. And Brother Thomas falls out. He seems to be unconscious.
Why is he unconscious?
The boss said so.
All right. Y'all got anything I can give him to make him conscious?
Does she? Well, this is the drug lab, and this is where all the tanks are.
They got a lot of drugs.
She does not say anything, but you can see her eyes dart to one of the crates nearby, which is obviously a medical container.
I'm going to... Is she still seated? Is she sitting down?
Yep.
Okay, cool. I'm going to squat next to her. And I'm going to look at her and be like, I really don't like hurting people. And I gave someone a choice today whether or not they wanted to live or die. They chose the latter. And I didn't want to do it, but I had to. So please, I'm asking you, do not force my hand.
She takes a look at the viscera-encrusted claws of your bird. And she looks back at you. You got a weird definition of choice. Or, wait, you said, I don't like hurting people. But you trained your bird to love hurting people, looks like.
My bird.
She
acts
just
on its
says,
own accord.
you do whatever you have to do. I'm not helping
yeah?
you. I'm not helping you anymore.
Oh.
All right. She's getting one to the dome.
Oh, janky leaks. So much.
Actually,
so
you know what?
much.
No, I already said it. So she's getting one to the dome.
Boom. So many people executed.
The door's already open though, right?
This tracks. We have a fond you have a flashback to the single shot that
yeah.
Cascade got in the back of his head from the Ushabti.
Yeah, no, I'm already thinking about the conversations I've had with Sisyphus about said bloodlust. And
yeah, this door's not locked.
I'm going to try to do something. I have one packet of overheat. I'm going to try to maybe put some overheat in his gums or in his mouth.
Did you even want to look in the medical box that she glanced at?
Oh, I could look at the middle box. Yeah, what's in here?
In everything that you would want to revive somebody.
All right, yeah, I'm taking those and I'm using those.
You revive Brother Thomas. He comes out of it.
Look, we don't have a lot of time.
Villains! How dare you! Righteous brother!
With the gun. I just full, heel butt to the face. I'm like, shut the fuck up. We are in a situation right now. We are saving you. Oh yeah, I've already talked to Sister Eliza. We are here to get you out of here. Now, what I need from you is to come with me and not cause any problems for me.
At the mention of Sister Eliza and the fact that you have a gun in your hand, very well. I shall follow thy lead, and come what may. If I escape here, then praise be to the fore, and if not, well, then I die knowing my heart is righteous.
Okay, cool. Let's get the fuck out of here.
So let's see. Juno is going to go get the gear.
I also had another plan that I would like to enact.
What is your plan that you wish to
over in that
enact?
general area?
Yeah.
So that door that we saw the dude knock on, I want to see if I can get in there after getting my gear and getting my weapons. I want to see if I can knock on that door. I remember the knocks. 3, pause, 2, pause, 2. And I want to see if I can probably snap that the tech junkie's dude's neck in there and just see if I can override the security.
So stopping you right there, because you do the 3 knocks.
Yeah.
But then a voice on the little intercom system comes out and says, I got cameras in here. You think I'm opening that door? You're crazy. I seen what you done. You ain't getting me. Place is locked down. You're gonna have to just wait for Savvy.
What, you don't think I can hack this door down?
You think you can beat my codes? Try it.
Me.
You both say try me at the same exact time.
Alright. So, I'm assuming I can't, this is secure area. I can hack down here, yeah?
This is not an OmniNet terminal. This is just you're just trying to open the door, right?
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, you can just use the terminal at the door to just try and open the door. Sure.
Alright.
But this is the tech punk of the Red Leviathan. And so, this is going to have a 2 difficulty check on it.
Tap.
But you are hopped up on Nebulon, so roll a d3 if you wish to try and hack this door. You have a +1 advantage, so essentially you have a +1 difficulty because your advantage will cancel out. So roll a +1 difficulty hack. If you succeed, you will indeed open the door. If you fail, the door remains shut, and you get laughed at and ridiculed by a superior hacker.
I've been rolling poorly tonight, but I have faith in my hacking skills.
1 difficulty. Go for it. Your faith in your hacking skills is barely just... It's actually very much justified, because the only thing that saved you was your hacking skill. The door slides open, and the tech punk inside just says an expletive that shall not be repeated here. You now have taken control of the system facilities. You can unlock the doors and do whatever you want.
All right, I want to make sure that the security lockdown is completely taken out of commission so that we have a clear means of escape.
You take out the security lockdown. You have a clear means of escape.
And for good measure, I want to take this dude out. I want to kill someone too.
Oh. You can you have them at your mercy.
How am I going to do it? My sword never really gets any
Oh, jeez, up close and personal.
My sword never gets any attention, so I think I'm just going to run him through.
Ouch.
At least mine didn't suffer. Good lord.
I just want to just run him through. That's what I'm doing.
Well, I guess you really are a hacker.
Hey, I like that. Cool. So, I have Cam's and Janky's bags in tow, so I want to meet back up with Janky and give him his gear. Hopefully, we can meet with Cam, get on our way.
I wanted to check out these crates real quick.
Aha, the crates. Janky remembered the crates. Inside the crates are 2 droid factory. 2 crates. You can see that these are obviously stolen. They have 2 mech systems that can be used for the rest of this mission only. The mech systems are random mech systems, compendium mech systems. I'm going to roll what is that? There's like, I don't know, at least 100 of them. I'm going to roll, that's like 50 of them. I'm going to roll a 1d50 / roll 1d50. A 49 and a 15. I'm just going to count from the bottom as that 49, 40. Oh, so one of them is a goddamn tesseract. The other is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. How do you pronounce this? Asiso? One is an Asiso stabilizer. I will put that in the mission reserves. Single use for this mission only. Mission reserves. Single use mission 9 gear. Tesseract and Asiso stabilizer. The stabilizer expended charge to fire this small self-arming system onto an allied mech within range 5. They gain overshield equal to your grit +4. While they have this overshield, they gain immunity to impaired and jammed. Ooh, that's a big one. Dang. Random rolls. The Tesseract. Choose a blast 3 area within sensors. This area, extending 6 spaces high, becomes a 0G area. In addition to the usual rules for 0G movement, objects that enter the affected area float in place, and objects and characters are knocked, moved, or pulled out of the area to sink harmlessly to the ground at the end of their turn instead of falling. This area disperses if you create a new one, blah, 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 blah. You can either make a big 0G area, or you can target one person or one mech to be a 0G and take them out of the combat for a round. Fun. So you found those.
Cool. Cool.
Anything else you wish to do in this facility before you leave?
I mean, might as well check out the engineering bay. Who are our enemies here? Because I think we don't have any left.
Well, you remember what's her name mentioned somebody named Doug.
Oh yeah, Doug. Doug's over here.
I think Roger is still there. And I'm off with the Yahoos dealing drugs.
We gotta take care of Roger.
You
If
also
he
know
comes
that
from-
Savvy is still on the way.
Yeah, we should get out of here. You know what? Let's get out of here.
You get out of there.
I just have your gear
Question.
waiting for you, ready to take on Roger.
Answer, Cam Keeney.
In helping them set up, and fix this drug dealing operation they had. And you let me know where how this stands in that time that I had left and the time that this was happening. How much money did they make, and can I hold on to it as thus I was going to give it to Roger to be like, hey, look what I did in one day?
I don't. So I don't think you made. I think so. You only had like an hour and a half, right? So you were out with them,
Yeah.
and an hour and a half isn't that long. So if anything, you would have just gained their trust and then explained to them how to do stuff, and then sent them out to do the things. I don't think they would have been back by now. If that's the route that you wanted to take, they're still out and about doing the things that you taught them.
That's fine. I can live with that.
So while they're out and about doing the things that you taught them, you could see that on your watch, oh shoot, my friends, well, you don't actually know how long they would be out, but you know that your friends would probably wake up sometime.
Well, yeah, my whole
Roger
thing
did
was I
say
was
a couple
waiting-
more hours.
Yeah, I told the girl to let me know. She said she would let Roger know. And I guess I would have given Roger some way to contact me.
We didn't establish any of this. We can just say that you're heading back while all this is
Okay.
happening. You know what? We'll say that you are on the outskirts of the facility right when you see the door open behind Roger. You see the door open behind Roger, and Roger turns. Roger, you can. You see a puzzled look appear on Roger's face, and you can see him reach for a gun because he knew that the place was supposed to be on lockdown, so that door should not have opened before Savvy got here. And so he reaches for his gun, turns around, sees the elevator open with 3 people who he was not expecting to be in there.
Is there something near me that I can just grab and throw it at him?
You can grab and throw something, but Roger is going to take a shot.
Okay.
So let's see. Janky and Juno roll a d20.
Oh, can I just step in front of it? Since I got the gun, I'll be first out.
Well, you don't know where this bullet's going. You don't know who Roger
Alright.
is shooting at. He's just shooting, and it's
I mean,
gonna
I
be
have my
at
gun,
somebody.
too.
Oh,
Yeah, you all have your regular weapons. Remember.
oh yeah.
Let's see. Janky got a 5, Xeroxy got a 7, Brother Thomas got a 7, and Karu gets
No.
an 18.
Okay.
So, Janky Leaks, it's your lucky day. The shot
Better me than
goes
the bird.
at you. So the shot goes at you. Ranged weapon attack on Janky Leaks. Oh, psh. What's your armor? You're not wearing your hard suit.
Ooh.
You got your weapons, but you didn't take the time to put on your hard suit. Normally, without a hard suit, I believe your evasion is... I want to say... What is your evasion? I want to say it's less than 9. I want to say it's like... Because with your hard suit on, your evasion is 8. So it's less than that. Oh, wait, maybe your hard suit lowers your evasion because it's an assault hard suit. Stand by, I gotta look up. Want to know how badly Janky gets hurt. Pilots. Pilots. Evasion 10. Wow. Without a hard suit, your evasion is 10. So the bullet goes wide and does not hit Janky Leaks.
Ooh.
Cam threw something. So Cam, you can make an improvised ranged attack. Just roll a d20 and we'll see what happens.
With disadvantage?
Nah, just a d20. Just gonna see what happens. Oh, your improvised attack hits him. So yeah, you threw a chunk of rock at his dome, and that was an improvised weapon. So he takes a point of damage as you see blood open up on his forehead. Janky and Juno, what are you gonna do in retaliation?
Reach for the sky.
Yep, guns trained.
Roger is a Roger didn't get where he was today by being a doofus, so he will see that he is outgunned and outnumbered, and he will drop his gun and reach for the sky.
All right, cool. I didn't even have to go into my "we could do this the easy way" or the hard way speech.
Oh, I wanna like full fucking. I pick something up. You know how you try to take the motion, pick something up, throw it at the same time. Cam is in a dead sprint, and I'm gonna throw a flying knee towards the back of this dude's head.
You can throw a flying knee to the back of this dude's head. He'll take another point of damage.
And then I'm gonna ask my friends what happened.
Oh, we got Brother Thomas.
Yeah, I see that, but what the?
We had to kill some
we
people.
were going for subterfuge.
What?
Subterfuge went out the window when a bird talked.
What was that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. My bird basically spilled the beans somehow, but they made up for it in the end. They pecked someone's eyes out.
Where is Karu anyway? Around here somewhere. There.
I'm gonna grab my bag from Juno. I'm gonna I'm gonna knock out Roger, and we'll take him with us.
Where will you take him with you?
Oh, we take him back to fucking Sister Eliza's
So you're
place.
going to carry an unconscious man, who knows how far across the city, in broad daylight. I'm just asking. Is that what you're gonna do?
Can we slip a cabbie an extra hundo, put him in the trunk?
Subterfuge regains control. If you slip a cabbie $100, yeah, he'll take him wherever you want to go. Or
Wait,
yes, he will,
what is the subterfuge thing?
Subterfuge, secrecy, stealth.
Okay.
Under the table.
Yeah.
Subterfuge means like espionage. Well, not espionage.
That's a new
but it
word
does
to me.
mean, like-
Sorry.
So yes, if you want to spend $100, you can absolutely do that. I'm surprised nobody checked the pockets of the thugs that you knocked out for money. Actually,
Yo,
no,
how
I'm
much
not
is
surprised.
Roger's
It's not that
pockets?
kind of game.
Yeah.
Because if we can pay that hundo on Roger's dime, we're doing it.
You can pay it on Roger's dime, sure.
Hell yeah. Okay.
All right, no questions asked. This cabbie will take the money and deliver you back to Sister Eliza. You have successfully. I forgot to mention that was like mission 9.1 was extraction from
figured.
the facility. So you've successfully extracted Brother Thomas from the facility and gotten them back to Sister Eliza. And now you have an unconscious Roger, a Red Leviathan member, leaving a trail of dead bodies in the wake in their facility that the leader of the organization is now going to stumble across and find.
You scrubbed the cameras,
Bro.
right?
I didn't hear anybody say they scrubbed the cameras.
I
We'll
didn't
see
scrub
how
the
that
cameras.
plays
Give him a
out.
chance.
Yeah, Savvy's gonna be pissed.
But also, I was trying to smash.
Smash who?
The woman you killed.
You were trying to get with
Oh.
the enemy? You were trying to get with the enemy?
Hey, brother. Now we're even.
Oh!
This is for
Uh,
Fafnir.
Hey, brother, I was trying to smash. I wasn't trying to make a home.
Hey, doesn't matter. We're straight on my book.
Okay, we're going to. So yeah, that was infiltration facility. We're gonna wrap it up, but I am gonna give you a piece of lore as we wrap it up because it is a weekday and some of y'all have to work and do stuff. But you get back to Sister Eliza's place, and they are very grateful to be reunited again. And they bid you to sit down, make yourselves comfortable, because they need to have a private conversation. And you need to
I need to take a long rest.
keep an eye on Roger.
I think I'm in a
Yes,
shower.
the time limit does expire, so you now all have severe disadvantage because of Nebulon.
Wait, is anyone addicted? I missed up. I know I wasn't.
Nobody's addicted.
Okay, good job.
So let's see. Do I want to tell you now, or do I want to just let you? I'm not going to tell you.
Cliffhanger.
So the lore that is going to be, because I want to do this now instead of later. Sister Eliza and Brother Thomas return, and they tell you that they have actually. You know what? Yeah, you're in their good graces. Janky Leaks extended the hand of friendship at the very beginning. Yeah.
And we brought them a valuable resource. They can. I don't know what their issues with.
So they are going to let you in on the truth about their secret society.
Okay.
Where did I write this down? Where did I write this down? Main plot points. Main plot points. Where did I write this down? Did I write it in the last mission? I might have wrote it in the last mission. They are part of an organization that calls themselves the Four Servants. And that's not to say there are only four of them. The Four Servants is an organization that has deep roots. It is a secret organization. So nobody, except those who are inducted into the secret society, know of its existence. What did I just do? Crap, what did I just do? Whatever, I'll deal with it. I'm not ashamed to say that I took heavy inspiration of this from Indiana Jones. This is a secret society that has dedicated their every fiber of being to protecting the secret of Ship 4. Anybody who ever gets close to the true location of Ship 4 expresses interest in finding it or searching for it, they dissuade by whatever means necessary. They have been following you, and they knew that you have a link, or that you discovered a link to Ship 4, and they are concerned now that that link has fallen into someone else's hands. Say what?
No. Oh no. I misthought of something because I was thinking we found out something from ship 4 from my mentor Beacon, but that was just her ship. Never mind.
No, Matt Banner was always the one who was the
Yeah,
ship 4 guy.
And Goemon was supposed to be helping.
Yeah, Goemon was supposed to... So Goemon was just an NHP that you found and rescued, but turns out that was a deception, a ruse. It was Matt Banner the whole time.
Matt Banner the
Yeah.
whole time.
Matt Banner needed to get the telemetry data that only an NHP could decipher, and you got the telemetry data and gave it to him, so now he has it, and he is currently working to decipher it. So the four servants are a secret society that know that all this has happened. Sister Eliza and Brother Thomas were trying to get Shongololo out of your hands so that you might not realize, so that you might not be clued into the fact that actually, shoot, yes, I'm writing this on the fly as I think about it. Their main thing is to protect Ship 4. Right now, Ship 4 is in jeopardy of being discovered.
Mm-hmm.
They had originally tried to get Shongololo away from you to try and steer you away from Ship 4. But now, because you figured out the truth from Shongololo and were going to radio back, Matt Banner revealed his plan and jumped the gun in escaping. So they were not able to capture Matt Banner before he jumped the gun. And so now they are seeing how you, based on what Janky Leaks told Sister Eliza, how he's like, you know what? We need to stop Matt Banner from finding that thing because it's dangerous, and in the wrong hands it'll be dangerous, which is their whole thing. And because you saved Brother Thomas, they're indebted to you now. And so they are opting to assist you in your pursuit of Matt Banner. The four servants are a considerable secret society with clandestine resources at their disposal. So they can offer you transport off of the Goshen space station. If you have a heading and a destination, they can offer you transport at no charge, of course, and give you a heading. That's the main extent that they're willing to extend you right now. They can't, like, summon an army that you can track down Matt Banner. They're not, you know, they don't do big, overt, stupid, obvious stuff like that. They're secret society.
This is a handshake across the table at this moment. So we did them a favor, they're doing us a favor, and so on and so forth. So I'm not expecting any more than just this at the moment.
Very well. Then, so you now have solved a couple of things off of your checklist. You solved the fact that you didn't have any mechs. Now that you have the ability to print mechs, you can get mechs. You didn't know how you were going to get off this rock. Now you have a transport to get off this rock. Excuse me. The last item of business is to try and figure out where to go.
Are my contacts still on the lookout?
As it just so happens, you get a ping on your communicator. A ping from Argo Pascal.
Hey.
And that's going to be it for this session. Cliffhanger. Yeah. I had no idea.
I said leave it on a cliffhanger.
Leaving it on a cliffhanger. And that is Mission 9 Part 3. I feel like Part 4 will be the final conclusion of Mission 9. But who knows? Maybe you'll go off on a tangent. But yeah.
Crazy.
Oh, most definitely.
This has been Mission 9, Part 3. Thank you, anybody who is still joining us in chat. We're going to wrap it up for tonight. This was I guess, yeah, sort of a shorter game. Nice little 3-hour game, weekday game. You got through one of the encounters that I had no idea how it was actually going to suss out. But as always, you surprised me and came up with a good situation, a good strategy, and improvised when necessary. We will rejoin our Lancers next time with the probably conclusion of Mission 9. Maybe we'll actually see some mech combat in this mission. Who knows? The sky's the limit. But we'll see how it goes. Thank you,
Hey.
anybody who has joined us in the chat. Thank you, Sam, for the raid earlier. Thank you for everybody who has continued to support the channel. If you want to join in on following the nonsense, feel free to join the Discord. The link is down below. There's also an Instagram that I never use anymore. Maybe I should get on that. Who knows, someday.
You say that every time.
Yeah. I stream this. I also stream a bunch of video games, especially this summer is the summer of games for Dynamite D20. I'm doing regular streams of a couple of survival games, Soul Mask on Saturdays, blah 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 blah. So yeah, TTT, Trouble in Terrorist Town. Okay, Trouble in Terrorist Town Thursday, Soul Mask Saturday. I skip
Zelda
Friday.
Randomizer
I skip
Sunday.
Friday. I'm going in order. TTT Thursday.
Oh.
From Soft Friday, where I'm playing Elden Ring DLC, Soul Mask Saturday, which is a survival game, Sunday Run Day, which is Zelda Randomizer, and then Tribes of Midgard Monday, another survival game. So yeah, join in on any of those. But otherwise, we'll see you later. Keep your eyes posted on the Discord for when the next Lancer session is. As always, thank you so much to the players, amazing players, Xeroxia, Kaz, and Panda. Couldn't ask for a better group. That's gonna be it. Check the YouTube for any of the past sessions if you want to watch them. But we'll say a good night, everybody, for now. See you next time.
Take it easy.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
everybody.